Oh my goodness, that
Hey,
is
guys.
itty bitty. Hi.
Hey.
Sup?
Sup?
How y'all doing tonight?
Good. Wonderful.
Good.
What was that voice?
Wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. This is my voice. This is my normal talking voice.
Is your talking voice? Yeah, I'm walking here.
Bob, it's
Yeah.
Linda.
I'm from the Brooklyn area of Yevon. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Get this card out of the way. I'm walking here. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another Zodiac Babe stream. This is bringing in the other two friendly little heroes. I'm joined by my friend Brandon, playing Mugen. Mugen. Okay, I'm gonna butcher it several times, so forgive me in advance. Mugen, and I'm also joined by Freya, playing the delightful Velvet. I have that backwards. It's the delightful Freya playing Velvet.
Playing Velvet. I mean, Velvet can be delightful too.
I'm sure.
Maybe.
Why not? It's a double dose of
Double dose of delightful.
Mugen.
Mugen.
Okay, that's my favorite now. We're going to talk a little bit about, just like last time, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on, where these folks are, a little bit about the world. Because I was asked actually to talk a little about every time. So, we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy D20 tonight. It's based off of Pathfinder by Paizo. It's basically someone converted a role-playing system. Basically, it was one of the successors to D&D 3.5, if you will. And then someone converted that and basically made it all cool in Final Fantasy. So that's what we're going to be playing. We're going to talk to the characters and meet them in a minute, but let's talk a little bit about the world and what we can expect. I know, Freya, you look great. Raymond says you look great, and he's
Thanks,
100%
Raymond.
right.
Oh my gosh, I feel like death, but thank you. Everyone looks great tonight.
All right. So, a quick recap about, the world and everything. So, about 10 years ago, there was a calamity where one of the twin moons crashed into the planet and sowed destruction and death and wild magic and ushered in the latest umbral era of darkness and shadow. Now, our good friend Velvet is party to some information about that, and we'll talk about when we learn about Velvet. But for now, our friends are, let's switch over to our map screen. So, our friends are in the Maldenbeck territories, around the area of Thorn Keep and where the Emerald Spire is. Now, Velvet comes from is it Golmore Jungle?
Yeah.
Where the Viera tribes are from, whereas Mugen is a Garif, and he's from the Sanguine Sand Sea. But right now, they find themselves over in these territories because Velvet is, I believe, an initiate of the Golden Fire Order, correct?
She is, yeah.
Where Iliara Stormcloak is, I had her name down yesterday. I probably screwed up today. But Iliara is basically runs the Golden Fire Order. So Velvet basically works for them and does trade routes and stuff and identifies magic items, whatever they need. Whereas Mugen is basically what would you say he does? He's a transporter, moves stuff around. Muscle?
Yeah. He's a transporter. He's a bodyguard. He actually really likes to protect people because it's most Garif are like super peaceful and non-confrontational, whereas he found joy in fighting from an early age, and so he would transport people on chocobos and act as an escort or a guardian for them. And also he handle a lot of trade relations between the Garif tribe and other surrounding areas like Bavel and the Maldenbeck territories, because in the Sanguine Sand Sea, the red sand that's found there is believed to be magical. It's believed to be imbued with the powers of dragon blood, and so people covet it. So part of his job as a Garif and his tribe's job was to protect the Sand Sea and to guard over it. But ultimately, his tribe was actually destroyed, and most of the Garif were kidnapped and enslaved, actually. And so now Mugen has set out and disregarded the vow of peace that Garif take, and broken his mask and taken on a new one. And he set out to try to find all of the missing Garif and to find the people who kidnapped them. And yeah. I've got a lot of backstory.
That's okay. That's okay. So, in that case, Fred, do you want to talk about, tell us a little bit about Velvet then too? Actually, hold on one second before we do that. Brandon, can you tell me a little bit about Mugen's, he's a fighter, you said, right?
So he is a Beastmaster primarily. He's a natural striker, which is kind of like a monk Beastmaster hybrid. And his second class is Fighter Warrior. So he's got some fighter martial flexibility. He's got some he's got the ability to access rage too. So
awesome.
Which is fun.
And he has a chocobo companion, right?
Yes, his chocobo companion is Pazu, who he found when he was enslaved, and Pazu actually fought alongside him when he broke free at that time. So, and they've been together ever since.
Awesome. What color is Pazu? Because we don't know. Because for those that don't know, chocobos come in like a variety of colors, and basically their color also kind of dictates almost like what species of chocobo they are. So, like, you know, I think black chocobos, I believe, can fly, whereas other chocobos can heal and stuff.
Yeah, so Pazu is a red chocobo. In Final Fantasy D20, you're supposed to start with a gray chocobo, so he's going to have the stats of a gray chocobo. Mm-hmm. But he's a red chocobo because of the Sanguine Sand Sea. Like, all of the chocobo who come from that area are red. And I'm kind of like working on a drawing. Not sure how well this is going to show up.
Oh,
my stream's a little bit delayed, too.
No, 1 second. Let me switch to the other camera so everyone can see it a little bit better. There you go. Check that out.
There.
How awesome is that?
I don't know.
No, it looks. I can see it on screen. It looks great.
Okay, cool. It's still in progress, but
yeah, right?
He has a little bit of a little like beak stash going on there, and so I added this. It was inspired by one of my favorite birds, the lammergeier, and so he's got a little bit of extra like fur and eyelashes and mustache going on there, and that's because the chocobo developed that in the Sanguine Sand Sea to keep the sandstorm out of their eyes. So
yeah, no, I love it. It's
just cosmetic,
it's
but
awesome. Yeah, it's really cool. All right, hopefully we'll see. So his beak stash is the best. Now, excuse me, I'm gonna switch back to the other one because I would like Frey to tell me about Velvet and her journey.
Okay, I feel like both of our characters have long stories because we're both very old. Like, both our races are very long-lived.
But that's okay. You can either... We got time. You can, if you want to tell us all about it, if you want to give us a short version.
Yeah, I think I'll leave some stuff up for mystery on Velvet. She is 57. Like, I guess she's a Vieira by race, but Vieira who leave the forest aren't really considered. Vieira is both a race and sort of a religion or a set of codes. So as Vieira who's left the forest, she doesn't really consider herself much of a Vieira anymore, more of just a Hume with big bunny ears, a very tall Hume. Vieira's sort of natural talent is magics and working with magics. They're kind of a Final Fantasy equivalent of elves in a lot of ways, but a lot more xenophobic. So once she left the jungle, she fell in with the Golden Fire because they could make use of her talents for identifying magical items and working with magics in general. She is a red mage, primarily. And then she is also an illusionist. And she actually learned illusion magics from her time in the forest. It's something Vieira's used to protect their woods. So she uses those techniques. Yeah, she's a
Awesome.
charisma caster. She makes she can create weapons out of make-believe, the illusion weapons, and hurt you with the idea of a sword. And then she also has, the normal red mage spell, so cures, fire, thunder, blizzard, all that fun stuff.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a Velvet.
Okay, so Velvet, and I'm gonna switch back to this. She's Loki with bunny ears. Jeez.
I love it.
Talk about getting called out immediately. Also, hi.
Why do I
hi,
have
Queen.
Gyoki as my character?
I suddenly have
That's
Candace.
all right. That's because someone hit the wrong button. That's better.
Oops.
Hey, just so you know, I can't read. For those that are wondering, I'm still learning it. It's
That's
a work
okay.
in
Me neither.
progress. The best part is on the stream deck, they're right on top of each other. So there's no logical way I could hit them because they're all in a row, and yet somehow I still managed to hit the wrong button. So we're off to a perfect start. Okay, so Velvet, Mugen.
Yeah.
Mugen.
Mugen or Mugan. Those both work, but don't
my
call him Mugan unless
gosh.
you want cows to start disappearing.
Coco, thank you so much for the
Who needs a new
for the
oven anyway?
$10.
Thank you,
I,
Coco.
Coco.
Yeah, we've between our technical difficulties yesterday and today and everything else, I definitely need a new streaming PC. I'm streaming off a laptop right now, and everything has been exploding over the past few days. So we did some tweaks. We're actually like, that's why we're so late. We did a little bit of tweaks. I put basically everything on the GPU instead. Fingers crossed that nothing will break. But my CPU's currently at 96%, so we'll see how well it goes.
Ooh, boy.
But fingers crossed. Hey, Sandra's here too. Hi, Sandra.
So many people.
Yeah.
Hi.
You're actually just in time because we're about to start. All right. Mooch. Read better. My sister has popped in to tell me to read better. So everyone be sure to at Sammy C88 in the chat and tell her that no. That's it. Just no. Nothing else but no.
Just no.
All right. My sister is shady and I like her. Queen, you banned. No, I'm kidding. All right. Let's rock and roll because we're here for a story, not to hear about tangents. Though I love tangents. One of my favorite things about D&D is just to sit here and bullshit with my friends and modding Queen. Go ahead, that's fine. It's just sitting here and talking to my friends and having fun. So that's.
I'll just name my
that's what
next
it's all
character Tangent when Velvet inevitably dies because she has 7
Great.
HP.
So Mugen. Mugen.
Mugen. Yep.
Mugen, Velvet, you two find yourselves once more in the Foxwood, the stretch of forest that covers almost all of the Maldenbeck territories. So named for the supposed fox spirit that lives within. The rumors of the fox spirit are so strong in the Foxwood that they say that that fox herself was responsible for brokering the peace between the Kingdom of Yevon and the Kingdom of Figaro back in the Market of War, simply because she was tired of machines and magic destroying her forest.
I can get with that. Yep.
So you two have been tasked by the Golden Fire Order to take some supplies from all the way up in Thornkeep where they're based, down the Crusader Road to Fort Inevitable. They've basically given you just some magical material components because weapons are so important in Fort Inevitable. Because Crusaders from the Knights Zantetsuken are known to basically launch themselves against the dragon hordes of Gervania. And basically, they want to stop them from pushing into the rest of the continent of Evil Ice and the world. So
Evil ice.
Evil Ice,
people.
Evil Ice. I like Evil Ice better.
Isn't it Evilise?
Oh, is it Evil
I think it's the original.
Evil
Yeah,
Ice?
right,
Evil
Freya,
Ice,
you would
Evil
know.
Ice.
Right.
It's
But no,
Wingardium
it's
Leviosa.
Evil
not
ice.
Leviosa.
No, I like it. Evil ice. It's great.
Thank you, Hermione.
Yeah, right. Odin has plus 25 Dargon killer, says Steve.
Oh no. Hopefully no one's got
Hitler.
Gugnir.
Gugnir.
Let's not start this again with another word.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go through basically all the words we can that we won't be able to pronounce, and by the end of it, we'll just be speaking nonsense.
I'm cool with it.
Sounds about right.
So
It's like a normal day for me.
So you guys are standing at the gates of Thornkeep. Iliara has given you 2 more chocobos as well as Pazuzu, and she says these supplies are bound for Thornkeep. The guard commander there will take them from you once you get there. It's just magical materials, nothing too much of value. But of course, this is of course the Foxwood, and this is the territories. So there's a good chance bandits or who knows what you could come across. So just be careful. But you two know how to take care of yourselves anyway. And as always, I appreciate it. And she hands you a bag of gill. I'm sorry, she hands each of you a bag of gill. And she goes, here's some payment too, of course, for your services. Because since this is a special mission, if you will. Something out of the ordinary. So,
Okay.
she hands each of you a small satchel with 100 gil. And she goes, buy yourself something nice while you're in Fort Inevitable. Not that there's much nice to buy there. But
I hear their gift shop is fantastic.
well, the gift
They have
shop.
little like forts on keychains. That...
It's. Oh my god.
The Inevitable gift shop. You actually can't enter or exit Fort Inevitable without inevitably crossing the gift shop. So
They actually say there's a gift shop at every gate.
yes, exactly.
Getting inside is just buying something from the gift shop. That's actually the fee.
Yep.
You get a little keychain.
It's a racket. Yeah.
That's how they pay for all the weapons and stuff.
Good luck and
Well, cool.
Godspeed.
I thank her
Stuff.
for the gill and promise that her goods will arrive safely. And now Velvet and I have met before, right? Like we talked a little bit about that.
Yeah, you guys have actually, I believe, worked together doing something very similar, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think we had talked about maybe Velvet's also like working with the Golden Fire Initiate helped lead to me getting freed in the first place. So we have a little bit of the
yeah.
rapport with each other.
Do you want to
Yeah.
talk about that a little bit?
Well, I think there was Velvet helped Mugen with that, and then Mugen was also one of the first people that Velvet met when she left the forest.
Oh yeah, that's
Initially,
right. Yeah.
some good few years ago. So they have a long-standing history, and I guess like a professional work relationship at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Colleagues.
It also helps too that the Gomo Jungle and the Sanguine Sea they're adjacent. They're basically right next to each other. You actually have to you either have to go through Dravania, which is a terrible idea, or go through the Gomo Jungle to actually get to where you guys are now. So
Yep, absolutely.
I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just sharing fun map tips, just so everyone knows.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, good. Solid.
Guys, I'm the guy in charge here. It's going great.
It's great. You're the best.
Well, thank you. So, you guys leave Thornkeep?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Might
right.
as well get on the road.
So you guys
All right.
hop on the road, and you start heading west. There's a little dirt road that leads from Thornkeep to Allegia's Crossing, which is just this tiny little town. And there's honestly not much reason for you guys to even stop. Like, you don't mean just pass by out. And you guys have more than enough supplies between yourself and surviving and everything else. Can one of you make a survival check, though, just to avoid natural hazards and just to get us in the rolling habit?
Okay.
I feel like that's more your specialty than mine,
Survive.
Morgan.
But Okay, cool. Let me pull up my character sheet real quick, just because. Hey, guess who
No, that's okay.
didn't?
I just realized that the roll thing is actually, I need to fill the roll thing with garbage real quick, just so it's actually visible
Oh, so it actually shows up.
on screen. Yep.
Ah,
Also, give me just a second to pop out my character sheet in the side window.
There we go. Okay, we're good.
Spam. Okay, cool.
can we both
I did
roll
put
that,
up-
Wazuki? Or is that something where, like, if one of us screws up the roll, we're gonna be detrimental to the other?
Well, you can aid him if you like. If you want to make aid another
Yeah.
check.
I would.
If you don't have survival, it's just a wisdom check. And the DC's 10.
Sorry for the delay there. Did I roll that 20 yet? Let me see.
Nope,
Survival,
but,
and I've got a bonus of 4 to it. Okay. Where did my chat menu go now?
I
Oh my
think
goodness.
I think Velvet might try to aid you. It
I
sounds like-
no, it's
Oh, you
not
know?
a good idea.
Okay.
No.
Wisdom's not your strong suit, huh?
I mean, I have one there, but there's a 50-50 shot that I'm not helping. So we're
So
gonna play
15,
it safe.
awesome.
I also am throwing down. I'm going to be in Defiant Stance today.
Okay.
So I'll have +6 to Constitution,
+6,
but -2 to my damage.
Okay,
Yep.
awesome. So you're ready for trouble.
Oh yes. Oh very.
But fortunately, you've done this trail plenty of times now. You're familiar.
Absolutely.
You're familiar with all the natural hazards that are around here, and so getting through the Foxwood for you isn't too much of an issue. You guys go through without a problem, and you avoid everything that might pose a threat. You see like snakes on the trail, and you just kind of stay out of their way. And at one point, you even see a pack of wild chocobos, and you basically give them time to go by and roam past because, for one thing, obviously, you're quite respectful of chocobos, and two, pissing off a wild pack of roaming chocobos is a terrible idea.
Yes, I definitely know better.
They have very large talons. So, you guys make your way to Allegia's Crossing, and you see it in the distance, and it's probably about midday. It doesn't take too long to get here. Do you guys want to stop in this tiny little town, or do you just want to skip right through?
I say why not?
yeah.
Just give a quick break for the chocobos to get water. Velvet, you're riding a chocobo too, right?
I am. I'm riding on Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Actually,
Okay, cool.
Beatrice, my chocobo, that is
Okay.
very poorly trained.
That's right. I totally
And-
forgot that you have a chocobo too.
I do. Yeah, I just bought it to carry my stuff because I don't have a strength score to do that.
Exactly, right?
Go ahead.
I have no animal handling, so Beatrice is not a trained chocobo. I just sort of lead her around and she follows, but she's like that awful dog that's like gnawing on like strangers' legs, and like the owner doesn't care. Is like, yeah, this is fine. This is how my pet behaves. That's Velvet and Beatrice in a nutshell. Just the bad
tell Pazu to
chocobo
keep her
order.
in line.
Yeah.
I apologize. I apologize. Actually, Allegia's Crossing is a little bit bigger than I remember. It actually has a fortified inn. So basically, in town there's this big inn, and it basically almost looks like a fortress. Just from the size of it, and the whole town is surrounded by a palisade wall, but it's open right now, and the guards kind of give you a nod as you guys come walking through the gate. And you said you want to get the chocobo some water. You said.
Yeah, we'll just take a quick break, get the chocobo some water, and see if maybe there's anything we need for the journey along. I don't have any potions or anything like that. So
yeah, you see a general store kind of like attached to the inn. It looks like almost it was built to be part of it. So if there is a problem, if the town does get attacked because of how dangerous this area is, it looks like it could easily just basically shut up, close up, and be safe from everything.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And then
This isn't foreshadowing anything terrible happening at all.
right,
no, definitely not.
right,
Maybe we should have just kept going.
right next to the general store too, you see like a little stable. There's chocobos there, and there's like a water trough for them to. It's almost like an open one. Usually you can leave a couple of gil, and it's free. It's basically free use while you're in town.
Cool.
Cute.
I'll go ahead and I'll drop 5 gil in there, and I'll be at 95. And then from our previous thing, we had like what 120 gil that we a piece after that or whatever.
If Brian or Candace can double check the loot what do you call it? The loot channel, and tell us how much gil each you have. There's also, speaking of which, actually, I'm not going to talk about that. You guys don't have that yet.
Oh, yeah, we don't.
Yeah,
okay. We don't.
Cool.
No,
sorry,
we
yeah,
have a dream.
have that yet. Yeah,
That's right. That was a dream thing.
Not
Yep,
yet.
yep.
Sorry. So
Cool.
Spoilers.
No, that's fine.
thank you, Candace. So you have nothing. The fish has spoken. Well,
Yep.
no, they would just give it 100 gil each for being
Yeah.
so nice and taking on this job for them. Hey,
Cool.
Riku. Thanks for coming by. Glad to have you. It's all in my pocket. Gil rescinded. Oh man.
feel-
I don't know if
Slippery
I'm
fish.
getting roasted or you guys are getting roasted. I feel like this one's actually on me for forgetting. So,
Yeah.
but that's okay. You have enough for now. So you drop 5 gil in there, and you see the stable hand outside. And he nods. And he goes, "It's a little Moogle." And he goes, "Thanks, Kupo. Enjoy the water in the town. Welcome to Allegia's Crossing.
Thank you for your hospitality.
You're welcome."
I'll continue
Come
on.
through,
Well, I'll
character
ask him-
voice.
Yeah, it's gonna be low and gravelly.
No, gravity.
I'll ask him where the nearest general store is.
Oh yeah, that's no problem. He points to that fortified general store with the signed general store hanging right next to the stable. And he goes, "Yeah, the general store is right over there. It's run by my brother. You can find all sorts of stuff here. This is right next to the
Thank you very
Crusader Road,
much.
after all."
Thank you. I'll head right over there.
Thanks for the gil, Kupo. And he waves at you, and his little pom bounces up and down as he gets back to work in the stables.
Cute.
Cute.
Roasting you is my job. Thanks, Sam. So you head over to the general store?
Sure, yeah. Why not?
All right.
You got money. Let's spend it.
Yeah, you open the door to the general store, and it's this nice little place. There's it looks like they've basically tried to fit as much stuff as possible into one spot. So you see like weapons and general supplies. There's rations. On the counter, you see like a small little potion rack, and there's a couple potions inside. And behind the counter, it looks like a young teenage girl, and she waves and goes, Welcome to Allegia's General Store. How can I help you today?" I don't know why she sounds like the Moogle, but
Let's see. I'm here just to peruse your goods.
Oh
I'm
my
about to head on a journey to Fort
gosh.
Inevitable. Do you have any suggestions on what I should bring with me?
she thinks for a second, and she goes, "Probably another direction, honestly." Oh my god, now she is the Moogle. "Probably another direction, honestly." Why would you want to go to Fort
It's okay.
Inevitable? Well,
I have goods to deliver there, so I have to protect them along the way. We're going to be wary of bandits.
in that case, if you already have a weapon, I recommend some of our cure potions are probably a good choice. She points at the potion rack.
How much are they?
They're 50 gil each, I'm pretty sure, without checking. Hold on, let me check the price book. She goes on and she looks down to the price book. Oh my god, let me check. Hold on.
Velvet's going to interrupt and be like, last time I checked, the going rate of a cure potion, at least in Thornkeep, was going for 40 gil. And I'm gonna roll something on that.
Go ahead.
Charisma, maybe?
Go ahead and roll some. I'd say, what was it? What'd you say, Appa?
So I also would like to... I can add to that roll too, right?
Sure, yeah.
I'll say, if you're willing to cut the price, I'm happy to help you with trade in the future.
So make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Diplomacy?
Sorry, diplomacy, yes. Wrong game. So Appa first, you need to make an 8 another check. So your DC's 10.
DC is 10. I just roll a d20, right?
A D20 plus either your diplomacy or if you don't have that, your charisma modifier.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna go with charisma, so that'll be this d20 plus 3. And so it's only an 8.
Okay, so you didn't help, but that's okay. Velvet, you can still make your persuasion roll.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it okay because I'm editing right now. Sorry, just give
That's okay.
me one sec.
I'm gonna read this because it's very fucking funny. I'm looking
Wow.
Wow.
What did I roll? I get a +8 on that.
What did you roll? You rolled... Well, you only have +5 for some reason.
Ooh, I should have another. I should get +9 in total on.
Okay,
that.
so that's that's a 12 then. We'll take the
Cool.
first roll and I will just edit it manually. She kind of thinks for a second. She goes, "I probably can't sell it for 40. I think my mom would get mad at me. 45 I can do."
Okay, I'll go ahead and give you 45. So
Okay.
I'm down to 50 gil.
You give her 45 gil and she hands over a cure potion. Thanks so much for shopping with us. Do you need anything
I like how we're
else?
intimidating a child here. We're you're heroes, ladies and gentlemen, and other people.
Just take the child and throw her against the wall and steal all the cure potions. That'll go great.
All right, time to use Throw Moogle.
Hold on.
It'd be insulting to not haggle at this establishment.
Right?
Yeah, you know what? You're in a way you're kind of right because of just the way this area doesn't really exactly have much government. The city of Maldenbeck to the north, if you can even call it the government, is insular anyway. So the only ruling body are probably the Knights Zantetsuken and Fort Inevitable, and they don't really give a shit about anyone. So haggling is kind of the norm here. If you can trade goods and services, that's what you get for getting potions at a desert bodega.
And then why did we buy these at Thornkeep before we left? We were just real excited to go.
You work for an organization that specializes in magic. So you basically left Costco.
I would have gone on the in-store discount.
Costco, to go to a 7-Eleven, basically.
God.
But those road cure potions are just so much tastier.
Oh yeah, they have that local flavor that you just can't place sometimes. Everyone's different.
I'm also going to ask if they have any Gizal greens. I don't know if there's Gizal greens in here. Yeah, it looks like they're
are.
in the game.
Yeah, they are in the game. So yeah, they definitely do. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. This says here that they cost 10 gil. So let's see what how much for Gizal greens.
Support small business. Oh.
Small business, right? I'll see if I can pick up 5 Gizal greens from the shopkeep as well.
Yeah,
that'll just deplete the rest of my gil.
Yeah, of course. And she gets a little bundle for you and hands it over.
Cool.
Of course.
Now, I'll give 2 of them to Freya as well, or Velvet, and say thank you for the help haggling. Under my breath.
And then,
that way the...
And then
Sorry, Waz.
I'm laughing because you guys haggled for the potion, but then didn't haggle for the greens, which is why it's so funny to me.
That's fair. That's true.
It's a larger expense.
They were the same price.
No, were they?
Oh yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, they were both 50. That's okay.
Oops.
That's okay. Velvet is going. Do they have mana potions, and how much do those go for?
I still have the alchemical items things open, so let me double check. There have been a couple changes now in the FFD 20. So it's originally there was something called a ghost hand, but I think they've actually removed it from the game. So it would be an ether, and I don't honestly think they have them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're 1,000 gil. They're very expensive.
So can I lower that to like 90? How would we? Just a good 99% rebate?
You think you would probably need something like a DC 9,000 on your persuasion check.
There, yeah, that's.
And they'd have to have them in stock too. That's the other thing.
Well, then I am going to be really frugal with my money and just purchase some rations.
Okay. Rations, I believe, are just a couple gills, so you can pick some more rations up. They have plenty in here.
Perfect. I don't think I have rations. That is not something that I purchased for myself. So
it's It's very possible, honestly, because I don't remember what you guys bought for your starting gear, so it's possible you just didn't have any rations to begin with.
So I fight with make-believe weapons, and I wear magic clothes, so I don't have a need for a lot of things. I didn't purchase anything other than a chocobo.
You travel so light, you don't even really have anything.
Yeah, literally.
God help you if you fall down a well, because you're in trouble.
I have a really good jump check.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you do.
I literally just don't need things.
Hey, oh God.
But I will purchase. How long is the trip?
Probably about maybe another 3 days or so. You figure if everything goes well.
Perfect. I will purchase 3 days of rations for myself and 4 days of rations for Mugen, because Mugen is a big boy.
Okay. I don't know the price off the top of my head, so we'll say we'll call it a gil each.
Cool.
Rations aren't terribly expensive, even in regular Pathfinder. They're like 5 silver.
I'm not gonna haggle for those.
And she throws in an extra ration. She goes, "For being such a great customer today."
Cool.
Oh, by the way, Freya, those Gizal greens, they give +1 morale bonus to your chocobo. Well, I guess you can't attack with your chocobo, can you? Because it's not a companion.
No.
Never mind.
You might be able to convince my chocobo to attack.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say
my chocobo to attack.
You'd have to basically do a handle animal check, but the actions it would take for it to work, it's probably wouldn't be worth it, honestly.
Okay, fair.
Especially because you probably don't want Beatrice to be hurt either, I assume.
No.
Absolutely. No.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Beatrice is
So when the
cargo.
battle happens, you just throw the Gizal greens and tell Beatrice to go catch.
Well, I figure since you guys have known each other for a while, Mugen, you've probably taught Beatrice some basic tricks like stay,
hide,
and exactly hide, stuff like that. So
yeah.
Does she just stick her head in the sand?
Yeah, she just sticks her head in the sand and that's it.
I mean, they do have really low intelligence, so that's fair.
All right, and then the girl behind the counter goes, "Is there anything else I can get for you today?"
No, that'll be all. Thank you.
Thank you for shopping at Allegiance General Store. Stay safe on the road.
Take care.
You too. And she waves at you guys.
We leave.
And you guys leave the store. And you see your chocobos just still hanging out, drinking some water. They look rested and ready to go.
Cute.
Awesome. Cool.
I think we can get on our way now that we've supplied up.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds good.
Support small business.
We support small business. You get back on the road and start heading further south out of Allegius Crossing and towards the crossroads that'll bring you to Fort Inevitable.
Cool.
Can you, my dear Mugen, can you make me another survival check just to avoid the hazards of this road? This road, however, is a lot more well-traveled, so it's much easier to avoid. It's not like the path that leads you to Thornkeep. There's
okay.
you actually pass people on the road here. And once you roll, I'll talk a little bit about that.
Let's do... Sorry, I didn't add all of my skill checks into there, but that should work. Perfect.
That's okay.
There. 18.
Awesome. So yeah, you're fine. This road's much more well traveled. So avoiding the hazards around here is much simpler. And even just if you forage too along the way, it's still easy as well. As you leave Allegius Crossing, you pass by some three men in armor, just sitting on their chocobos. Looks like they're just hanging out. They have these lightning bolt symbols emblazoned on their breastplates, and they're wearing full helmets that have like little lightning bolt wings that kind of come out the back. And they just kind of watch as you leave it. They just kind of give you this nod.
Do we know who these guys are? Can we make a check to know who these guys are?
Do you have knowledge local?
I do. That is something that I own.
Roll some knowledge local for me.
I will, just need to drag that and drop that into the thing.
I just have to. I'm gonna open my. I really should keep my my world anvil open too, just so I can easily say, "Oh yeah, that's those guys."
I cannot roll to save my life tonight. That is
Oh.
okay, but that should also be +6, not +3. I need to do a check through. Oh no, it added the 6. I just rolled a 3. I don't know why I'm clicking everything twice. I am so sorry.
That's okay. You get a bonus on that anyway because you're from the area. So you've kind of seen these guys before. It's weird that they're this far south. These are Storm Lords, is what they're called. They're the prestigious elite guards from the titular city of Maldenbeck. And the Storm Lords are basically worshippers of Rama, the god of thunder and lightning and magic. So Maldenbeck is basically it's run by a council of magisters. So basically the most powerful mages run it. And they, of course, in turn have magic guards as their city guard.
Makes sense.
They're basically the law, at least around Maldenbeck. They're almost never this far south. So seeing them this far south is kind of odd. And it looks like they're just sitting there, just watching. They're just looking out. They're looking south right now.
Interesting.
And that's all. You guys just head south.
Yeah, Velvet, do you want to talk to them at all, or?
I do want to talk to them actually. I'm still like finding my character voice and my rhythm.
No, that's okay. You're fine.
Oh, you're fine. I'm still there too.
Gonna do this with a diplomacy check. I'm sort of just interested in gathering some information on why they might have been venturing this far south.
So yeah, you can absolutely do that. We can just treat it as a gather information. You can make a diplomacy roll, and we can have a little back and forth.
There we go. That's a decent roll.
That is a good roll. Good, because you would need a good roll for this. So the one that's a little ahead of
nice lightning bolts that you've got there.
The one that's slightly ahead of the, like, you know, there's one guy and there's two guys kind of like flanked behind him. Obviously, in these kinds of things, the guy in front's always in charge. And as you walk up to him, he kind of scoffs and goes, "Huh, a Viera this far from the jungle." And would you say nice lightning bolt you've got there?
Nice lightning bolt you've got there.
He kind of touches the wings of helmet and he goes, Rama and Thaliak have blessed me with the power to protect this land, and that's what I plan to do. What can I do?
And may he watch over you on your journey.
He gives you like this very low nod, and the two other guys behind him go, and may he watch over them on his journey. And the front guy kind of gives them this look and shakes his head and he goes, "What can I do for you?"
You mentioned that I was far from home, and I couldn't help but notice that we're the same in this way.
He nods his head a little bit and he goes, We're concerned about Gervania, as anyone who lives here should be. The dragons grow bolder and bolder by the day, so we've been asked to keep an eye out should we have to shutter the city again.
Should we have to what the city?
I'm sorry.
Shutter
the city.
Shutter. Oh, okay.
So back during the Machina War, the city of Maldenbeck actually closed its doors to refugees, simply because there were just far too many for the city to handle. Eventually, the city was reopened, but now you have to pay a hefty fee to actually get even into the city.
Ooh,
unless you have magical talents of some kind.
Right. So I'm looking at the map here just to sort of visualize this.
Yep, I can. Let me switch back to the map actually, because that's pretty relevant here, huh?
So Maldenbeck is far north from Fort Inevitable.
Yep. So here's Maldenbeck up here, and then you've got this is where you guys are. The ledge is crossing. So normally you never see them this far south. Usually they hang out probably about halfway between, and they basically don't give a damn about anyone for the most part. So.
Getting that sense from them, wanting to close the city and if things go south.
Exactly. So now, you guys have heard talk for years about dragons up and coming. That's what the Knights of Gervania. Nope, wrong guys. The Knights in Tetsukin have been dealing with since probably a little bit after the Calamity. The Calamity was 10 years ago, so the Knights probably really established their foothold 8 years ago, and basically they've been fighting ever since. The rumors are that the Dravania on the continent of Eorzea was destroyed by the Calamity, and those that survived fled here and made their own nation in the south in the snow in Dravania, which I'm going to zoom out just to show everyone where Dravania is. So, yeah, the rumors are that the dragons that survived the Calamity came down here to Dravania and have been slowly applying pressure over the years and pushing their way north. But the constant efforts of the Knights and Tetsukin have actually done a pretty good job about holding them back. Excuse me. So, for the Stormlords to come down and show concern is kind of a big deal, honestly.
Yeah.
Because
have you heard? Sorry.
Nope, you're fine.
Velvet will say then, has there been any new developments? Something that would bring you down here?
The Stormlord kind of lets out this sigh. And he says, we think we spotted one of our scouts thinks he spotted one of the older dragons flying around. So we're trying to see if we can confirm it, but we haven't heard anything or seen anything yet. So if you hear anything about it, let us know.
Be sure to do that.
It's a black dragon known as Dracoseth, the Maw Devourer.
Dracoseth.
So like Joseph with Draco in front of it.
D-R-A-K? Dracu. Oh crap! How do you spell his name? Dracuseth. D-R-A-K-U-S-E-T-H.
So Seth the dragon. Got it.
Basically, the Maw Devourer. Don't say that to his face, by the way.
The more got it.
Okay. Well,
we'll wish them a safe travels and
you as well. And he gives you another nod.
All right, cool. Moving on.
There's a different dragon than the one I heard about. Who told you about a dragon? Who's giving away my secrets? So you guys head south. You guys continue south.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you head south along what will eventually become the Crusader Road, and you pass some Knights and Tetsukin. You see them. They're clad in their big gray armor. And it looks like these are the patrols that sometimes come up this far, just to try to keep the road safe. And they give you a very courteous nod, but they refuse to stop and talk. You see them just keep going. And one of them is riding. One of them is, I believe, carrying a scythe and riding a horse with 8 legs that kind of smokes as it walks. And you don't even need to roll. Yeah, you don't even need to roll for this. You know that they're a cleric of Odin, the god of duels and battles. And they're gifted with the power to ride Sleipnir. Am I going to mispronounce it? Sleipnir? Sleipnir?
Schleppnir.
They schlep along on Sleipnirs.
Odin's 8-legged horse.
Did they sleep near their horses too?
Also his nephew.
Fuck, I had no idea what you meant by the horse had a sig until Ivywood just followed up with smoking Sleipnir.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's got a cigarette in each hoof, and he's just chain smoking as he goes.
He's got 8 of them, so
he's got 8 of them. Yeah, you
cigarettes
figure
are very addictive.
You gotta hope that he is immune to lung cancer. So holy shit, Alton.
He's huffing a lot of smoke there.
So you pass them, but they don't even look at you as you go by. And
I'm a little offended. I'm gorgeous.
And I'm scantily clad.
We're both gorgeous.
2 days journey brings you to the crossroad, and it's starting to get dark. And you reach the crossroad, and there's like a small little camp and it's usually a good place to stop when you're coming along this way. It's relatively safe. There's you see that people take turns guarding and everything else.
Okay.
And it's
Great.
it's a good place to stop for the night.
Excellent.
Sounds good. Let's make a camp.
Yeah.
So you got
Okay. So we set up camp, and I don't mind taking the first watch
your
if that's even necessary here.
it really isn't. But your Chopo comes over, Pazuzu comes over, and kind of just gently nudges you. And you know when he does that, it's a sign that he'll take the first watch for you.
Okay.
Oh.
Perfect.
He's a pretty alert fella, and he's always been really good at it. So he needs usually just a little less sleep than you. So
Okay. Great. Well, then I will pat him gently, brush him for a few minutes, and then head off to bed.
all right.
Because I have some MP to spare before we get in my MP points. I'm gonna obviously light the fire with a fire spell,
Of course, as you do.
You know, as you do, shoot some bolts of magic into the air for style. You know, cast some illusion.
This is where we are.
You know?
Yeah.
Some fireworks. You know. Like...
You think that if you were anywhere else, it probably would be a very bad idea to do that. But since you're in a nice, relatively safe spot, you're probably okay. You figure.
Yeah, we're good. Why not?
So you guys go to sleep for the night. During that night, you each have a dream. I need to change my music.
Needs to be dreamier.
It does need to be. We gotta use the dream music for the dream music, the fight music for the fighting, and the whole upbeat music for the rest of it. Hey, Mugen, come on down. Hi, Brandon.
Hi. Okay. Where am I coming on down to?
You fall asleep.
Okay. I'm coming on down to sleep.
You find yourself back in the Sanguine Sand Sea, your home.
Home. Sweet home.
You're walking,
Sandy home.
You're walking with Pazuzu, just traveling somewhere, transporting something. When suddenly Pazuzu takes off, and he shoots over the hill, and disappears out of sight.
I take off after him at the fastest speed I can run.
You start running up the hill after him. It's tough to gain your footing because for some reason the sand just feels a lot slipperier than normal. But as you finally crest the top of the hill, you see this rock formation. It almost looks like a humanoid. It's got you can clearly see the outline of like 2 arms and a torso and 2 legs, almost made of rocks, and it even has a head. And sitting on that head, you see this huge chocobo. It's massive. Some would even say it's fat. You see this big fat chocobo sitting on the head of this rock, and you see Pazuzu down there, and he's like brushing himself up against the rocks.
Okay, well, if Pazuzu feels like it's safe, then I do as well. Plus, I don't know if I recognize them because obviously I worship. So for those who don't know, my deities are both Golem and Fat Chocobo, and that's typical of my Gareth tribe as well, because we believe that the Sanguine Sand Sea was created by Golem, and the Chocobos have been part of our lifestyle since the dawn of the Gareth tribe. So,
yes.
do I recognize them?
You recognize the Fat Chocobo, and as you get closer, where would be the head of the big rock formation, 2 eyes open, and yes, you recognize Golem. And Golem, in this deep, scratchy voice, goes, "Mugen, you return back to the Sand Sea where it all began."
I kneel in front of Golem and bow my head and say, "Great Creator, how can I serve you?"
Golem kind of, "There is no need for reverence with me, Mugen.
Okay, I stand.
We are all in danger. every one of us, from every Gareth to every human, every Chocobo and Moogle. Tell me, Mugen, what do you know of the Great Betrayer? What do you know of
not
Dravania?
Let's see. Well, because I haven't actually parsed all of this out as far as, so part of my backstory for Mugen is that he was captured and forced to dig tunnels through Dravania. So I know that they're planning something, but I don't know what it is. And also, when we were transported, I'll say that we were put inside of a box, so we couldn't see where exactly we were until we got to the mines. So, yeah.
Makes sense for safety.
Yeah. So all I know is that Dravania is planning something great and terrible, and if it must be stopped, then I am here to stop it.
You see Golem kind of nods as much as he can, being a rock stuck in the sand.
Fair.
And he goes, the Gareth have suffered for so long at the hands of the dragons and the Urutans. Now it is time. Heidelin herself has put out the call for aid, and each of us that can must choose our champions.
I am prepared to answer the call.
Chocobo and I, we need you to be our champion. We need you to stop the betrayer before he can destroy all of us.
Then only death will stop me.
And only death will stop him. This is a great weight lifted off my stones.
I think another way to lift weight off of your stones is if Chocobo would step down.
The Chocobo goes, and it uses its tiny little wings and it flies off the head of. Yeah, you have to fly off the head of Golem, and it kind of sits back in the sand with a loud poof, and sand gets kicked up everywhere.
I brush sand out of my eyes and cough a little bit.
and Golem lets out another chuckle, and he goes, I know that what I ask of you is maybe impossible, but you will be not alone. You will be not alone. You will be not alone. Others will help you. Even your friend now that you travel with will help you.
Nothing would give me more pride.
The Dawnmaker will seek you out soon, and she will guide you to the truth. Be strong, Mugen, for you hold all of our fates in all of your hands. And the Chocobo coughs a whole bunch. The fat Chocobo, coughs a whole bunch. And sand gets kicked up everywhere. And your vision goes white. And sit tight. I'm gonna go talk to Freya.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna go grab a glass of water to
Okay.
rinse out all that sand.
Hi, Freya.
Hey!
How are you
Is
doing?
it weird that I just envisioned like Voltron with Gollum and Chocobo? Like Fat Chocobo
Yes.
making the head.
The fat
and-
Chocobo, and I'll form the head, and then it just falls over because the fat Chocobo is way too heavy. Velvet, dear Velvet,
Yeah.
you have a dream. You're standing in this vast gray wasteland. In front of you is this force field. You can't see through it, but you know that there's something important on the other side. You touch your hand to it, and it forces you back. And after a moment, this tall woman, she has 6 arms. Black Necros, thank you so much for the follow. She has these 6 arms, and she's probably almost 12 feet tall, and she walks out of that force field, and she gasps when she sees you, and she goes, Velvet, it's too early. But you're here now. You know without even... This is Asura, the consort of Bahamut, the great dragon god. And she kneels down next to him and she goes, just too early for our meeting, but that's okay. Velvet, do you know what's going on?
Character voice. Okay.
That's okay. Take your time.
Velvet's immediately going to bow in reverence. Asura is the goddess of the Viera. And she has a little bit of a complicated relationship, though, with Asura being someone who's defected from the Viera. But I think she still definitely believes in Asura's teachings and some of the values, at least, not all of the green word. She also knows enough about Asura's relationships with Bahamut and the dragons to maybe put 2 and 2 together here. And
I would say
after
she knows, definitely.
Yeah, she's going to raise her head and say, I know the dragons from the south grow stronger each day.
They do, and they threaten everything we have ever worked for. They threaten everything that Bahamut would stand for. He would never want anyone to be enslaved, but especially never under the banner of a dragon. That goes against all of his teachings. Heidelin herself has reached out to whoever she could, and she asks for us to bring our own champions to stop the great betrayer before he destroys everything. And I need you to take up that mantle for Bahamut, for myself, for all the Viera, for all sentient beings in the world. I know that I'm asking a lot of you, and I know that we haven't always seen eye to eye. But I come to you in our greatest time of need. Will you help us?
I will.
She nods her head slowly and she goes,
But what can I do?
You will meet others that have been chosen, some by Heidelin and some by some of the other astrals. Yes, Bahamut is the lawful good dragon god. And you must head to Fort Inevitable, because that is where you will meet the others. 4 have been chosen, and 4 it shall be. That is where it all will begin. For now, the Dawnmaker will seek you out on the morrow, and she will lead you for our meeting that you're early for.
Yeah. Our meeting?
We meet later, but I believe Heidelin may have forced her hand, or maybe the wild magic is at work for you to be here so soon. It will make sense in time, I promise. Tomorrow, when the Dawnmaker seeks you out, follow her, and she will show you the way back. But be warned, for the future is cloudy, and I believe the betrayer himself may attempt to intervene. You must not succumb to his minions or his corruption. I know you can do this, Velvet.
I'm sure I can. She's gonna smile cockily.
Velvet. A Velvet. You're Velvet. This is Asura.
Yeah.
Asura kind of lets out this very quiet chuckle, and she goes, I'm sure that you think you can.
And I'm sure that even though the world might be ending, you'll still order the Viera to remain in their forests, unhelping, unaiding.
She
Oh, damn.
sighs and stands up, and she goes, this is not the time for this conversation, but we will have it again soon. And she snaps her fingers, and the force field kind of just envelops you, and your vision goes white too. You two find yourselves side by side, still in the dream. And with you are also this tiny fish man and this tall robot-looking being. You know that these are the other two chosen. You feel like it feels like almost that you've known them your whole life. And you're in this deep underground dungeon. And it's old stonework in the walls, and you follow your way through, and there's a group of bandits here, and you swindle your way through them. You talk to them. You take their soup, and they feed you some stew, and the fish plays games with them while the robot stands in the corner. And eventually you get your way past them, and you break through this door and find these undead. And you fight your way through these undead. It's a brutal, vicious battle. And finally, when the undead mage at the forefront of everything collapses, and the magic book he was holding flies out of his hand into the portal, and the portal shuts, and you find yourself plunged into darkness. And you watch as the dream fades, and you see your new friends, and you wake up in the morning, and you find the gill that you looted, and the scrolls that you looted, and the power that you gained retain in your mind. And as you wake up, the camp is empty. You have slept through the night. And sitting next to Pazuzu is just sitting next to a tree stump. And sitting on the tree stump is this fox, probably about the size of a small dog, but her whole body is made of fire, and seven tails kind of wave behind her, and she just sits there just quietly watching as you wake up. And she says, take your time. I know it's a lot to process.
I'm gonna do a knowledge arcana roll, or I guess would that be on a magical creature?
Yeah, an arcana will work. There's like 4 or 5 different rolls that work for her. Arcana is probably the one that'll get you the most information, though.
And I'll do knowledge nature.
Nature works too. Yeah. I'm gonna I'll let Freya roll their look away. This was a lot on Lovecraft Country.
Oh my god, no.
Don't worry, the tentacles per capita in the territories is actually very low.
Oh, thank goodness.
I did not mean to roll that knowledge local or knowledge none of. Okay, let's try rolling the right thing. There we go.
One thing I can tell you, the fox of the woods not found in a dungeon.
Really? What a wild. So I wonder if this is gonna roll right. Yeah. Okay. That should actually be a lot higher. I should have.
Let me see. Let me take a peek at your roll.
I should have a +7 on that.
Yeah. So that's actually a 24. And
yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and fix all of this.
That's okay. No worries. We can do it manually for now. So I'm gonna tell you guys each individually because these 2 different roles give you different information. So knowledge nature 21, Mugen. You know that this is Zilia, the Dawnmaker. You know that she is the guardian spirit of the Foxwood. She's been spotted time and time again But no one's really been convinced that she was real. Even with the rumors that she helped with the ceasefire, no one ever really believed that she existed.
Interesting.
So it's said that she's a powerful fox spirit and that she basically protects the foxwood. Knowledge Arcana 24 Velvet. This is Zilia the Dawnmaker. You know that too. You know that she's a magical fox being. She's an elemental fox made of fire, and she was given life. They say by Phoenix, the Phoenix himself, the god of the astral of rebirth and life and fire. And she guards the foxwood and protects the people and the animals there as much as one being can. And the rumors of the creature that ended the war is said that it is this creature, the Dawnmaker, Zilia. And I think that's basically it. And you know that she has a grove somewhere. It's said that at least that she has a grove somewhere in the forest close to the Emerald Spire, where that's kind of like her place to rest.
So clearly what I'm going to say is, hey, Zelia, how's the grove? No, it'll be something more to the effect of Velvet will get up and, again, bow or curtsy or something and say...
Mugen also bows his head in respect.
Two divine beings in one night. I'm guessing this isn't a coincidence.
It is not a coincidence at all, but please don't bow to me. It makes me feel very awkward.
My apologies.
We are all equals here, if you will. If the fish was here, we'd all be fried. God. Please batter me first.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks, Brian. Sorry, Zilia continues. It is, of course, not a coincidence, but I'm sure you both knew that already. I was contacted by way too many astrals and planar beings and everything else. And I was told to bring you to a spirit journey, if you will. She wants they want you to see something. They want you to know the truth, if you will, about what's going on. They want you to know what we're fighting for and what we stand to lose if the betrayer is not stopped.
Well, that certainly sounds like more information than my deity was willing to offer.
Yeah, it sure is not exactly forward or friendly. Honestly, she's kind of a bitch now that I think about it. But don't tell her I said that.
Your words, not mine. Morgan. Oh my gosh, I keep on giving you the wrong name.
It's fine.
Mugen, would you be willing to join us on this journey?
Of course. Golem and Fat Chocobo both beseeched me to help defeat the betrayer. So that's what I will do.
So you had the strange dream too?
I did, and then I recount all the details.
Yours sounded peaceful. Mine just gave me a crisis of faith and a strange craving for seafood.
Mine left me covered in sand everywhere. I hate sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
I'm glad you said it because I was going to if you didn't.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 12 for the win!
No, you can't. It's not fair!
It's not fair!
The whole chat's just gonna be Anakin whining now.
I couldn't help it. Even
Oh
though,
my
like,
God.
I totally wouldn't mind sand. I grew up there, but hey, maybe it's part of the reason that I left it.
I just laughed because you think of sand. Keep thinking he said Gollum instead of Golem. Oh my God! Could you imagine if Golem was a deity instead? Golem.
I know I was saying Gollum a bunch of times. It's okay. That's that happened.
On those
I
lines.
probably did too, actually. Yeah.
Man,
I mean, we're both Final Fantasy 12 races, and that game is essentially Star Wars but Final Fantasy.
Star
So we have to
Wars
make the
Final
references.
Fantasy.
That's true.
I'm Chewbacca.
So, where does the Dawnbreaker want us to go? How do we start this journey? Because we're on our way to Fort Inevitable, but that must not be where we stop.
Zilia says, "Don't worry, my grove isn't too far from here. Though, of course, you must keep it a secret. Because if you don't, well, they'll have to find someone new to help save the world." And she hops off the stump and starts trotting off into the forest.
Okay.
I forgot she was a fox. I was envisioning a person
Oh, no,
for this,
she's-
but
yep,
definitely
she's-
a cute little foxo. just
Unfortunately,
a cute little fox butt.
my images don't load. Yeah, a cute little fox belt with 7 tails.
Seven
So
tails.
there's like 7 fiery tails kind of swishing back and forth in the wind as she walks.
Cute.
Also,
As we're
Well, it seems like
walking-
we ought to follow her.
Did we?
if you you want to follow her?
Oh, I heard. Never mind.
Is she? I feel like she's trying to lead us to her grove.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She-
yeah.
you-
We'll follow her.
When she turns back and looks at you and wonders why you're not following her, yes, you figure she is. So you follow
Okay,
her. You follow her into the forest a little ways.
As we
And-
walk, Velvet's gonna lean over to Mugen and be like, "Do you think she likes scritches?"
I don't
Behind
know.
her little
If you s-
foxo ears.
If you give her scritches without permission, she might burn you.
Fair.
Yeah. About an hour's walk from the campground. And you cross into what is kind of known as the what's the word I want? The boundary for the Emerald Spire. You can Velvet, you're in touch with magic and Aether in general, and you can just feel the magic in the air changes a little bit. Not drastic enough to affect you, but you know that whatever is giving off that feeling is just it's not a good feeling. It's like your skin kind of getting all goosebumps and your hair standing on end. But a little bit, maybe like a few more minutes walking through that, and the feeling suddenly goes away, and you enter. First, it looks like nothing. There's just nothing in front of you. Then you walk through what must be some sort of illusion, and you end up basically it's this small little ruin, and this must be what Zilia calls her grove. In the center of it, there's this patch of blackened dirt. And in the center of that is this small lava pool. And Zilia goes and sits basically right next to the lava pool. And she goes, I must cast a teleportation spell to bring us to another plane. However, we will not be traditionally teleporting. It's more of a caravan or an astral journey. So, I don't know what will happen. If anything comes out and attacks us, I will need your help to protect me, as I have to concentrate on the spell as much as I can. Do you understand?
Velvet whispers, "Fucking escort mission" under her breath.
I'm ready to guard.
But yes,
and I
of
stand
course.
in front of the fox.
You
you have his fists
you
and my
notice-
flame.
You notice when you get close
Oh my.
to the what's the word I want? The fox in the lava pit. It doesn't put off as much heat as you'd expect. And Velvet, Zilia looks at you and she says, "One scritch behind the ear, for good luck."
this, Velvet will absolutely reach out and give Zelia a scritch.
You give Zelia a scritch, and she kind of she tilts her head a little bit, and she gets in. And she goes, "That's enough. Thank you very much." And she goes in the center of the lava pool, and she starts to cast a spell.
Hey, Velvet has giant ears too. She gets it.
Yeah, for sure.
If there's anything you guys want to do before she finishes casting a spell, now's your chance.
We have all the chocobos with us, right? We didn't leave them behind.
Nope, you have Pazuzu, you have Beatrice.
Good.
Yeah, I'll feed Pazuzu one of the Gizal greens, so that way he gets the morale bonus.
You feed Pazuzu green, he eats it up, and he kind of makes a roar, like he walks, and he brushes up against you as thanks.
Velvet is going to summon one of her illusion spears.
Okay, and you summon a spear made of. It just looks like an almost spear. Is there anything special? Because you can make it look however you want, right?
Yeah, I can make it look however I want. It is not looking like a normal spear. It is. It looks like it's actually made of tree branches and like spiraling kind of vines, and it's glowing with green fire.
That's awesome. I love it. So you summon your fiery spear, and Zelia casts a spell, and suddenly the whole grove, you feel like you're almost lifting off of the ground, but you're not moving, if you will, and the whole grove kind of turns this darker color as all around you, like the edges of the grove, before you could see out, now it just disappears, and all you can see is like a dark purple all around the edge of the grove, like you're almost flying through empty space even, and you can feel it now. You're flying forward. All around you is the purple glow of wherever she's bringing you, and you can feel darkness and power out there. And you guys are flying through another plane. And Zelia goes, "I've got a bad feeling about this. Keep your weapons ready."
Okay, I'll ready my whip.
And
we really ditched that first mission pretty quick, didn't we?
Well, you can always go back.
And, I mean, we were called by the gods, so
time's fungible.
Yeah, we were delivering something, but
as Zelia says that, this massive dragon claw, it's as big as the grove itself, so it's probably a good 50, 60 feet just long.
Hello.
It lands on the front of the what's the word I want? Front of the grove, the moving grove, if you will. And from the darkness, the purple shadow, this massive dragon head just kind of leers its way out. The dragon is golden color, but the purple light kind of casts him in this dark shadow, and all throughout his head and his hands, you can see these purple crystals kind of sticking out. And as he leans in, he looks down over you and he goes, "Where do you think you're going, my little flies? Going to see your friends." And I need everyone, I need both of you guys to make will saves.
Oh, ooh.
Mr. Dragon, sir, we are level 1 characters. I feel that you're a bit early. If you can come back in a few levels from now, that would be much preferred. Let me drag my will save onto here. And is this, I have to ask, an enfeebling spell-like effect?
It is fear.
It is. Okay, so I get a +4 on this from... Okay, one sec.
Okay.
I just have a lot of Misty Mind, +2 racial bonus on will save throw resist spells and spell-like abilities of the enfeebling charm or compulsion subschools.
Okay.
And if I fail one of these, I can take it. I can try this again on every roll. And then I also have Ooh, overcoming spell resistance. Did I not copy that in? I should have Wyrm immunities, which is another +2, but that is only against specific things. So let me double check that super quick. Sorry, everyone.
No, don't be sorry. Why are you doing that, Mugen? Roll for Pazuzu 2.
Oh, duh. Just a second.
It's on my character. Actually, I wrote this on my character sheet. We'll say resist spell. Can retain.
And I don't think. Oh wait. So it'll be for Pazu, and then I don't have it in there, but I'm just gonna put D20. Type this into chat real quick.
Oh my god! So yeah, that should be 4 higher than it actually is.
That is a natural 1. Hey, now is a great time to talk about hero points because we forgot about them last time.
Amazing.
So, each of you, all the characters have 3 hero points. You can use a hero point to add +8 to a roll before you roll.
Ooh.
+4 to a roll after you roll. You can use it to re-roll. Oh my gosh. Bailey, thank you so much for the $10. I had to ask.
Oh, that's wonderful.
You're doing great. If you haven't seen it, Bailey's a beautiful, adorable Papillon, and I love him so much. Thank you so much. Where were we?
All the love.
I'll recap. +8 to a roll before you roll, +4 to the roll after you roll. You can spend 1 to re-roll once, and you can spend 2 to prevent yourself from dying. Hopefully that won't be too much. So, Velvet, you can actually use the hero point right now to re-roll that will save if you want to, because that's a natural 1, so that's going to save.
It shouldn't be. It's a 6. It only is giving me +1, and I should have in total +7 to this roll, though.
Oh, wait, did I misread it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're right. The D20 result is a 6. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so it should be a 6 + 7, so it's a 13.
I'm so sorry. 13 makes it though, so you're good.
Cool.
So sorry.
No, I don't know why this doesn't even know my will save, which is a little bit weird.
That's okay. And Pazza rolled a 14, so he's good too. So you can feel fear start to take root in you, as this massive dragon head looms over you. But you manage to shake it off, and Zelia goes, "There's something coming out of the air. There's something coming out of the air. You've got to keep it off me." And my friends, it's time for some combat.
Dealio, are we rolling initiative?
You are going to roll initiative, and we're going to pray that everything will work. Let me just switch to the combat thing. Awesome. And we're going to see if the initiative tracker opens.
We'll see if this actually knows my initiative.
Okay.
Let's see.
I want to say, shout out to Brian, who plays Gyoki, that holy shit, dude, everything is so more responsive now that we put out everything on the GPU. Oh, I gotta move you guys to the party, huh? I'm sorry, that's my bad. I never added you to the combat. Move party here.
We don't have to be there. I mean,
oh, my eyes are so itchy.
Did you get my initiative rolls?
The initiative.
Did they go to the tractor?
Still chugging. We might not be able to use the tracker, but that's okay. I can always do that manually.
That is the one good roll I will make for tonight. I'm really glad I went for initiative. My luck has now reached its quota.
We're just gonna move the fish and Lysander out of the way. They're not here.
They're gonna go float in space.
Yep, they're floating in space. So just ignore them.
Consider them ignored.
All right, I'm gonna close the initiative tracker because it is chugging now.
Cool beans.
All right, you guys. I'll let you. I don't want to touching you guys. You guys position yourselves around Zelia, where you guys would be. And then I'll.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna.
Where was the dragon foot?
The dragon. I'm sorry. The dragon hand. The dragon claw is up here, and let's call it the top of the screen. Unfortunately, I could not find a giant dragon claw miniature, no matter how much I tried. Nor could I find a giant dragon head. So, I'm going to grab my paper that I grabbed my notepad saying, oh, I have the notepad. I'm ready to go. Guys, I've lost said notepad.
Oh no!
And Riku, awesome. Riku has given the players advantage. So the first person who makes an attack roll will be able to. Where'd my pencil go? Oh, I got my pencil.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Riku.
My notepad's behind me.
We probably need it.
Have like 800 crystals already, by
Vel-
the way.
Yeah, I need to fix that. I just didn't have time today.
I assume that you don't want us as players to be using these at all. Like,
Giving ourselves
I mean-
advantage.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do it while you're playing, but I mean, every so often might be okay. Velvet's got a 26. I'm gonna keep these guys in groups of 2. We're gonna put 2, 5, 6 in one group. That's terrible. And somehow it's still better than Mugen and Pazuzu. So 2, 5, and 6. And then for the others, ooh, that's pretty good. That's a 19. For 1, 3, and 4. And then Pazuzu's got 7. And Mugen's got a 4. Oh, boy.
oh yeah, I don't have any bonuses to initiative that I know of. I don't think so.
It'd be your Dex mod. And
Which
if you
is
have
0.
improved initiative. Those are the 2 main ones.
I do not.
Okay.
Although I probably could use. Never mind.
All right. So that big dragon, he just looks like the dragon head's just kind of watching off to the side. And from the aether all around you, these purple humanoidish shapes just kind of like materialize out of nothing. Like they just walk out of that space around you, and they look like they are coming to ruin you.
Coming to ruin us.
They are. Zillia. Oh, I need to roll initiative for Zillia. Actually, I'll just put Zillia at the end of the round. I don't want to forget about her. Zillia says, if you keep them off me, I'll see if I can do something about this claw. And
Deal, because we can't do anything about that. That's a motherfucking dragon.
Yeah, right.
They're at least definitely here to ruin your day. They are here to ruin your day. You can tell by the way that they are. And Velvet, you are first to act.
So how does it work if I want to roll a knowledge check?
It would be knowledge planes. Oh my gosh.
I have that.
Sammy C, thank you so much for $20. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
That's going
Thank
to
you so much.
hopefully my new streaming PC fund.
Yay!
Right.
We'll be in HD and
Yeah, right?
And the initiative
Oh my
tracker will
gosh.
work. Yes.
I'm so sorry, Velvet. What do you want to do?
I was going to roll, but what does in terms of what kind of action is using my knowledge?
Knowledge planes.
Knowledge plane.
I'm so sorry. It's a free action.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can't type in chat anymore because everything's chugging. But seriously, Sammy, thank you so much.
So this should be a +8. I have no clue what is actually going to get added to this roll, though, because that's apparently the game that we're playing here. I got +11 on that, so it should not be that high. But
Okay, so it's +8.
+8, yeah.
So
I don't know.
That's okay. That's
what's
19.
going wrong. Okay.
So you know that these are aether elementals. So these are elements basically born of the life stream of pure magic, essentially.
Okay.
But there's something wrong with them. These have been corrupted by some sort of dark force. Given those couple things that you know that they are immune to darkness, so they're immune to dark spells and shadow spells, but they're weak against holy magic. They're elemental outsiders. They're evil. They're extraplanar, and they're shadow. And that is they're
What I know.
Yeah, they're not very fast, and that's actually basically it. And they're gonna come up and basically punch you a whole bunch.
Cool. By holy magic, do you mean cure? Will cure work on them?
They're not undead, so that won't work on them. You would
That won't
need
work on
actually, let me double check the cure spell, honestly. because I don't remember what exactly the cure spell says.
I have it right here. School healing. So it's not holy.
No, so it's not. So if anyone's wondering why I'm a little confused, Final Fantasy D20 changes a lot of stuff from the original Pathfinder, so it's kind of hard to keep it all track. So that's why a lot of us are gonna have to double check lots of stuff. Okay. So no, I'm sorry, that will not work.
No problem. Then I am going to move. So on my move action, I can move 40 feet.
Okay.
Because I'm a fast lady. And so each of these squares are 5, right?
Correct, yep.
15, 20, 25, 30, 30. And then I have a reach weapon.
So you can be 2 squares away. And no one mind me, I'm going to just, because my stomach's starting to hurt, I'm going to have some Graham Bear Bites. They are baked frontier crackers with protein.
Yum. This stream brought to you by...
I wish.
I was just going to say, product placement.
And I have to do that because I shot my stomach into the sun back in November. So I have to maintain some stuff. Smite Evil, we don't have a Holy Knight Adam, but imagine if we did. So yeah, you can hit from there.
Yeah, I'm going to spear it.
All right.
Hopefully this rolls. No? Clicking the spear button.
Don't forget you have advantage as well, so you can roll twice and take the better result.
I will absolutely do that because that was a 9.
Thank you again for the advantage, Riku.
Thank you, Riku. That really helped. That is a better roll.
23. You stab this thing right through what would be its chest, and it's kind of just soundlessly dissipates as you destroy corrupted elemental number 4. You just kind of watch as it just fades away, and it just fades back into the aether all around you.
I really didn't like that one.
No, you did not. Ow. You double killed it. Anything else, or are you all set?
No, that's all.
All right. They go 1, 3, and 4. These are the top ones. So, corrupted aether elemental number 3 kind of just wordlessly floats up, and it looks like it's gonna punch Pazu with its mighty fist. Was my dice. I don't have Pazu's AC written down. What's Pazu's flat-footed AC?
Oh shit. Do I even have that? Let me take a look.
Oh my god, is someone actually gonna get hurt this encounter?
Oh,
Shoddy
see
not.
14, but I don't know where. I see 14 for his natural AC, but I don't know what his flat-footed AC would be.
That's okay. If he's got a 14, that counts toward his flat-footed, so this is a miss anyway.
Okay,
so
great.
This thing just wordlessly floats up, and it punches Pazu right in the side, but Pazu's just skin is just so toughened by the sanguine sand sea, and it basically just does nothing. But it doesn't look like that's going to deter this thing. You don't want to play Tenny. You don't want to play handball with a grenade. No one wants to play handball with a grenade. Not even that guy. Spoilers, by the way, for the last episode. The other corrupted elemental over here, number 1, does the same thing. It just kind of floats up and also punches with its fists right into Pazu's side. And, oh my gosh, a 17. Does that hit? I think it does.
That does hit. Oh, poor Pazu.
Pazu takes 2 points of damage as this thing realizes there are some soft spots on Pazu's hide, and it basically gets a good hit right under Pazu's feathers.
Q.
But I think Pazu's probably more pissed than anything.
Yeah, Mugen and Pazu are growling at them now.
They don't seem to have like any sort of... the others are also next. So I'm glad I put those together. So this one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one floats up and is done. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This one down here, number 2, floats up and is going to punch the Dawnmaker in her lava pool.
Whoops.
But it
right in the lava pool.
It misses by a quarter mile and just punches the edge of the pool, and lava kind of just splashes up a little bit. And this one over here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one floats towards you, Velvet. And that's it. And all the enemies have gone. My dear friend Pazu, it is your turn.
Okay. Pazu is gonna, let's see.
Oh my god, my crackers are stale.
Can Pazu move between these two at all? That are actually, how do I do that?
Double click.
Wait, you can see that, right?
Yep, I sure can.
Okay. Can he move right here?
So
Can he move between them? I mean,
you can move between them 5, 10, 15. So you could move through Pazu Square. You could go all the way around, but there's no way to get there without. You're going to provoke an attack of opportunity, basically.
Okay.
From them.
Okay, so let's see. Basically, I just want to move him into position to flank with them, but I guess he could just stay right where he is.
You could go here to flank.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 5, 10. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Pazu's turn. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at Mugen.
Oh,
my bad.
perfect. Then I'll move Pazu like right here, and so if I go here or here, I'm flanking, right?
Yeah. So that'll provoke for Pazu.
Okay.
From two of them, because he has to go around.
Okay, gotcha.
Pazu's pretty tough,
Let's see.
So it's up to you. Or if Pazu has acrobatics, he can tumble.
I believe he does have acrobatics. Let me double check.
So it costs double speed for any tumbling squares, but
he has 70 speed because he's a racer
right,
archetype,
exactly.
So we're gonna go ahead and go for that. Hopefully this is put in properly.
Their CMD is 10.
Okay. Well, that was a 3 plus 6 is a 9, so that's gonna fail.
It just barely fails. You also have to roll for the second one though, so you get a second roll to avoid that one's attack of opportunity as well.
Okay. And Pazu has hero points too, right?
He does. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I won't need to use him here. We'll go ahead and let him take one attack, and then we'll move him where I.
The second roll just barely fails because the DC's 12 because it's plus 2 for each creature beyond the first. So Pazu's got 2 fists flying at him.
This says plus 2, but it's supposed to be a plus 6 actually.
Oh, is
so
it? Oh, okay.
17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
My bad.
No, you're fine. Okay, but I'm
sorry. It's a 15.
It's a 15. Okay. So it's plus 4. Okay, so the first one still fails. So you're taking 1 attack of opportunity. I'm gonna try to roll in chat. We'll see what happens. 6. So as
6 damage?
No. 6 was the target AC.
Gotcha.
So as Pazu kind of tries to dodge out of the way, but these 8th elementals are quick, and it turned around and someone gets fist at you, but Pazu slides out of the way and ends up right back there, and he is in flanking position for when your turn comes up.
Excellent.
And he still has a standard action.
Perfect. We're going to have him.
My sister and my other brother are arguing in the chat, and I can't fucking stop laughing at it.
Let's see.
One is being sold.
Of course, I didn't. Add
one of us,
attack.
I guess. I don't know which one though.
All right. I'm gonna have him bite the one on the left.
Okay, that's number 1.
And 0 damage.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have plus 0 to hit either. That's okay.
Oh yeah, definitely not right. Okay.
Jess, we've known each other for a lot longer than 15 years. We've known each other 21 years this year. Just in case anyone wants to feel old in the chat.
Cute. Let's see. His hit would be based on strength, right? So it'd be a plus 2,
Strength
and then
plus
base attack bonus of 1.
So yeah, that'll hit.
Plus 3, so 12. Okay, cool. Excellent. And I don't know why it says damage 0. That should be a D4, I think, or a D6 for that bite attack. Sorry, I did not do that right.
That's okay. Don't worry. You said it out loud and we weren't ready.
Chocobite.
Chocobite. And then Oh shit, this is not the right page that I wanted.
That's okay. Take your time. I'm
Chocobo
I'm
D20
currently
companion.
making fun of chat.
Perfect. Stalling for me.
That's okay. Store my life.
Right?
20 years is about right. She says, I want to point out, Ivywood just says she's bad at math. We started high school in the year 2000. We're in 2021. It's not that tough to suss out. Though, I love you, Jess, anyway. Kerry, you're all right.
Okay, so sorry. A bite is 1d8. I'm gonna go roll that freaking 1d8 now.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, right? And also, like, he has
nom.
critical attack, too, that he can use once per day, so...
And it's a primary attack
Overkill.
as well.
I'm not sure what that means, so...
So I would have to double check, but normally when you have a bite, it does 1.5 times damage.
Oh, he has
I'm
critical
sorry.
attack that allows him to do
Oh,
1.5
that's right.
times damage
That's
once
right.
per
That's
day.
what it is. Okay, so never mind. So it's just 1d8 plus his strength mod.
Okay, so here's 1d8 plus... Oh, and I'm rolling it as Mugen. That's... Wait. Nope, that should be right. Okay. Plus his strength mod is 2. I'll eventually get these all in. Okay, so the damage should be that right there. 10.
Max damage.
Maximum damage.
So this
Pazu was
Eats that
pissed.
elemental.
Yep, this angry chocobo worms his way around after getting slammed, and he bites this corrupted elemental right in half, and it just dissipates back into the aether like the other one did. And
And he took 2 damage, right? Sorry, Pazu should be at 11 health, I think. Sorry.
he took he took 3 damage from the first hit, I believe.
Okay.
I think he should be at 12, I believe,
3
right?
from the first. So 3 from the first attack, and then he took 2 from the second?
No, he didn't take it. The second one missed.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind.
Unless,
Then. Yeah, so he's at 13.
Unless Pazu's AC is 6. He's at 12.
He took 3 from the first attack, so it should be 12. Sorry.
Don't be
My bad.
sorry. It's all right. All right, all set?
All set, yes.
All right. Mugen. Sorry, Mugen. It's now your turn.
Let's see.
Wonder if I can have someone
Switch
deliver me a water
characters.
bottle.
I'll be right there. It'll just take about 6 hours. All right, Mugen. Switch characters. Boom. All right, Mugen's pretty pissed off that these ether elementals attacked his best friend, and he's going to move up. He's in flanking position against this guy here.
Plus 2 to hit.
I also I'm in Defiance. I've got the +6 Constitution, but it only raised my health by 3 points. Is that right?
Yep, because you're first level.
Okay.
So a +6
Oh,
con,
duh.
you cut it in half. So it's +3 hit points per level, basically.
Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure. And let's see. I will. I'll just gore this fucker.
Wow.
And that is
Nice.
a natural 20. Hell
Nice.
yeah, my first attack.
I think your strength mod's missing 2. Oh, missing 2. What's your strength mod?
It should be. I'm a 17, so +3.
It's +3. So -2 for your Defiant stance. So that's 4 damage. Roll to confirm. Roll another d20.
Okay. I don't know if there's any modifiers I add to that too. like
That's
strength
okay.
mod.
Yeah, it's your strength mod plus your base, but that's okay. That hits anyway. So that's a critical
Cool.
hit.
I also get plus.
Go
I'm a dirty fighter as well, so I get +1 damage whenever I'm flanking.
Oh, awesome. So that's 10 damage. So just like Pazuzu, you come in and while he bit the other one, you come in, you gore this thing, and your horns just shred right through it with so little resistance. And you just absolutely annihilate this elemental, and it just kind of dissipates into the aether, just like the others.
That'll be my very last crit for the day. No,
Yeah. We've both met our quota for good rolls.
Awesome.
And
Zillion's up. Do you want whatever? No, it's fine. I'm going to take a break. We'll probably take a short break after this combat, and I'm going to refill my water and stuff, and probably cram
Okay,
this
cool.
granola bar. So please, I was only kidding. Though I appreciate it. Thank you. Zillia casts a spell, and and she fires this massive fireball at the dragon hand, and you see it kind of like it shakes a little bit, and scorch marks start appearing. And then at the end of the round,
hot.
Oops. Now that I've clicked on something, I'm starting to lag a little bit. At the end of the round, more elementals come out of
Ruh-roh.
the woodwork. It's 5 and 1.
Bum, bum, bum.
Really sorry I didn't take any AoE spells. There's no AoE spells at first level, but you know.
There are not, so that does make it a little tough, but that's okay. Velvet, actually, it's back to the top of the round, so it's your turn.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So can I attack from here with a spear, or do I have to be here?
No, you can, as long as you're 2 squares away, you can reach him.
This actually blocks off more of the others from coming anyway, so I am going to spear this elemental.
Wow! Holy crap! You come up behind this thing that's threatening Zilia, and you just stab it right through what would be its back. And it just kind of silently just fades away into aether, and it disintegrates back into the void. Good hit!
Yeah, the best part is I didn't even stab it. It just thinks I stabbed it.
Yeah, that's a very good point. That was number 2. All set?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, number 3. That's nope. That one is at the end of the round. That's my bad.
Oh wait, no. There's going to be an epic hair toss, and she's going to look at the other elementals and say, "Anyone else want some?"
Zilia goes, "Good job, keep it up." And you ask the other elementals want some, and the dragon that's watching the battle goes, "Typical cocky mortals. I will show you what will happen." And it raises its other claw from the void.
I'm so sorry.
And I gotta use my freehand brush. 1 second. I can brush FX? Really? Oh my god! I don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna try this. This might break everything. How do I paint? Wait, how do I? Oh, nope! I don't want that. Oh, I had the transparency way up, and I mean way up. And you see the. Oh yeah, it's working. Cool. You see the shadow of where his claw is. Where his claw is gonna come down.
Is that a claw?
Ruh-roh.
You see him basically winding up.
Sorry, I taunted the dragon, everyone. My bad.
That's not ominous at all.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank goodness Zilia has 140 health.
Corrupted Aether Elemental number 6. It kind of floats towards you.
Thank you for taking care of Beatrice,
Velvet.
Sammy.
Velvet.
Okay.
And I need you to you get an attack of opportunity, sorry.
Nice.
As it comes in. So this thing floats in with no regard for its own life or anything else. And your spear is so long that you've got basically a reach advantage. And as it comes in, you manage to spear it right through the head. And as you do, it collapses into nothingness before you're able to do anything.
I'll whisper a cocky comeback under my breath so the dragon can't hear it. They're pretty much they're just lining up to get slain at this point.
Right?
So Pazu's up. They're only level 1. Yeah, but what's a spirit quest without some spirits? I have no idea what the fuck I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Demonetized.
Pazu. Let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to think whether or not we can like me and Pazu can like pull Zilia up and like throw him on Pazu and get him the hell out of the way.
I feel like Zelia needs
or
to be on that lava pit, though, doesn't she?
I don't know. I don't know if I should interrupt her spell casting. It's not Mugen's turn, so he can't ask the question.
You can talk. Talk's a free action. You can speak and ask her or whatever else.
Okay, cool. Mugen's gonna ask her, Zilia, can we get you out of the way?
Oh no, Smile made for war. Thank you. You're a monster for giving me disadvantage on my next roll.
Totally necessary.
Zilia goes, no, don't worry about me. Just make sure you're not hit by his claw. I have a feeling it's going to hurt. I'll be fine.
Understood.
I'll be fine as long as I'm on my lava pit, and I need to stay here to cast the spell anyway. It's how I channel the power.
Okay, so Pazu, let's see. Diagonal is still
So
shit.
for diagonal
So like
movement,
this would be 10, right?
the first square is 5. The second
Okay.
square of diagonal is 15. Then first square is 5. The second square is double, so it's 10. Then the next square is 5. The next square is double and 10, so on and so forth.
Okay. I just want to move one diagonal and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I should
Yeah,
be able
you
to
can
make it
absolutely
there.
do that.
Cool. Pazu's gonna come over here and bite the other corrupted elemental here. And right. Let me switch characters again. Doop. Pazu with another bite attack. And that should be 18 plus 2 to hit.
Wow, good hit.
And then
That's
damage should be 1d8. So we'll roll that d8. I need to fix that in my... Oh, and max damage.
Again.
Yup.
Pazu just comes right up and bites that corrupted elemental.
Get it, buddy.
And as soon as it appeared from the mist, it just fades back in.
Crushed.
Guys, bagpipes is silence, by the way. Greatest magical item ever. You only silence while you're playing the bagpipes. Is Pazu all set?
Yeah, Pazu's done.
Okay.
Oh, unless he has any more movement, can he? No, never mind. You can.
No, because
Never mind.
yep.
I move.
So
Cool.
Mugen, you're up.
Cool. All right, switch characters again. And let's see. I'll come down. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Come down to right here.
Okay.
And then that one won't provoke attack of opportunity, right? Because I'm not moving out.
Exactly. You can come right around like this square to this square, and you'll be
Perfect. Okay, cool. Then that's the position I want. And we'll go for another... Actually, can I... Let me delete that gore because I don't want that. Let me do a nudging blow.
Okay.
And I'll use my gore attack still. Because I have to use one of my bestial attacks for that.
Okay.
Oh, I got a -2 to do that attack roll though, so I am definitely gonna miss.
So yeah, you come in and you try to basically nudge him, I assume, into the shadow of the claw.
Yep.
And but unfortunately, you're kind of distracted by the big ominous shadow, and it makes it difficult to really get in the right headspace for pushing this evil corrupted elemental, and you just ever so slightly miss him.
Okay. Fair enough. That's it for me.
All set. Zilia casts another spell, and this time fire rains from the aether sky and just starts pelting that claw over and over and over, and you hear the dragon go, "What is this insolence?" And she's done. The last eighth elemental number 5 readies its twin fist, Mugen, sorry, I keep doing it. and he's
It's fine.
gonna slam twice into you. I actually have sound effects. I just don't know if they work. So actually, we're gonna try to hit one of them. We'll see what happens. My stream deck
Sounds good.
My stream deck might crash in the process though.
Nice.
So
Risk it all.
It reaches out with one of these punches. It's gonna punch you. I don't know if that worked or not, honestly.
Okay.
Does a... Oh, I have disadvantage for this roll. Thanks, Smile Made for War. You're a monster. So that's 14 and a 2. So I'm going to assume a 2 misses you.
The 2 definitely misses. The 14 will hit. I have an AC of 13.
But I had disadvantage, so it's the 2 that we take. And then
Cool.
Another punch is coming your way. Let's hit the button again and see what happens.
Okay.
I have no idea if it actually played or not. Did
I heard something.
Did you hear it?
Punch. Yep, I did.
Awesome. I don't know if the stream heard it, but if the stream heard a punch, let me know. And it lashes out with its second slam, and it's gonna slam into you. And that's a 4. I don't think a 4 is gonna hit you.
No, a 4 is definitely not going to hit me. I will shrug that right off.
So it takes 2 blows at you and it misses. And then the corrupted Aether Elemental back here charges in right behind you. And Mugen, it's got you. There's 1 to your left, 1 to your right. You're in a not great spot, and it's going to punch you once with flanking. It's going to try to lay you low. And I don't think a 10 hits, does it?
A 10 will not hit me. I will definitely avoid that.
That's a miss. So you duck and dive out of the way. 3 punches come your way, and you're just moving back and forth like you're a trained boxer. And one of them kind of hits you right in the back, but your tough skin, toughened by the red sands, it just kind of deflects off your body. Velvet, it's your turn. Top of the round.
I mean, there's fancy spells that I can do, but so far, just shanking them has been very effective.
Yeah, it seems to be working. They seem like they're pretty fragile.
Yeah, Zelia, are you sure you don't need any help?
I'll be all right as long as I stay on. As long as I stay on here, it's gonna hurt, but I think I'll be okay.
Okay, rip the fox, lady, but I'm going to move here and shankety shank this corrupted Aether.
Okay.
Yank.
Good hit. Yeah. You stabbed this one right through the side as it was trying to box Mugen in. Mugen in. And
Mugen.
You annihilate, and it too dissipates back to the Aether.
Nice.
Good hit.
I'm the healer. What?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Velvet. The dragon's hand finally comes down. It smashes this whole line, and the whole platform you're on shakes. And I need to roll some dice here. How do I roll dice here? Is it this?
Good thing we had those raid markers.
Cool. Yeah, huh? Okay. The corrupted Aether Elemental disappears under the claw. And Celia goes, ah, as she gets crushed by this claw. I'm still drawing on. Remove the drawing. It's no longer here. Zelia gets crushed by the claw, and she takes some damage. And you see her flame kind of darkens a little bit. And she goes, I'll be okay. Just keep it off me. And Pazu's up. There's no enemies, it looks like. But you see that he pulls his claw back, and it looks like he's almost conjuring something. So you think something might be coming. His claw is back here, so you figure he's doing something back there.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I gotta roll. I got a flashback from Skyrim's Golden Claw. Is Skyrim's Golden Claw 100 feet long? I think this die is cursed, guys.
I have no idea. Well, gosh, I don't know what I should do. I don't think. Wait a second.
You can. So some other stuff you can do. You can delay, which basically,
Okay.
you basically set your initiative back and basically wait for something to happen, and you say, "Oh, I'm gonna go." That'll
Okay.
happen after someone goes. You can ready, which basically you can say, "All right, I'm gonna prepare a standard action to take when a certain criteria met." So you say, "Oh, if an enemy shows up, I'm gonna shoot at him."
Okay.
Or you can say, "Oh, I'm gonna," or you can delay and just bide your time, basically.
Yeah, I'll delay my actions so that way I can hold it back and respond to what happens and move my initiative up there.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea.
So let me know when you want to go. That's Pazu. So is Pazu delaying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Pazu will delay and wait. See what happens.
Right before you go, actually, Mugen. From the Aether, if I can find my character box.
Okay.
From the Aether. Oh, he's towards the top because they're alphabetical. Comes this massive dragon. Actually, he's not massive. He's large. He is composed of almost the same kind of materials that the other elementals are from. He's got these dark purple scales, and that aether is kind of just still like wisping off of him. And embedded all over his body are the same color crystals that are embedded in the bigger dragon's hand. Where his eyes would be, he has no eyes. Instead, they're just empty sockets, and dripping from each of those eyes is the same shadowy energy, and they're just dripping down his face. And even though he has no eyes, you can see he's looking directly at both of you. And he says, "I have been called by the master. I will serve." And he is he's actually, wait, how big is his cone? He's actually he appears, and that's his turn. Mugen, you're up, but if Pazuzu wants to go, he can also go still.
Okay. I was just trying to see. That's right. I think the first feat that I took for Pazu.
Goopy dragon
is...
attack.
What is it? Goopy dragon?
Goopy dragon.
Goopy dragon. That's actually his name on the street. Goopy dragon.
Goopy dragon. All right. Oh wow. Yeah.
Drippin' dragon.
Brian's ew.
So, let me make sure I get this right.
His name's Pazuzu. Pazu's his nickname. I call him both because I'm a degenerate, and I can never remember which is which. Riku asked in the chat.
Let's see.
This dragon sounds scary. No, he's supposed to be cuddly. Go give him a hug.
Gosh, darn.
Yeah, I'm gonna not do that.
Sorry, I have to look something up again.
That's okay. I'm looking at my stat blocks. That's why. Remember the
thought I had
last
it
time
already
you
pulled
talked
up.
to the dragon? It didn't turn out so well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna taunt this one. I've learned my lesson.
Okay, so it says at 6th level. Okay, yeah, so at 6th level, so I can't use that yet. Let's see. Okay, I was just trying to see.
I think the dragon is the summoner, unfortunately.
Oh, you mean the big ass giant dragon? Yeah, you think he might be the one.
Yeah, I don't know what I can do to him.
Yeah, I don't think that we even can. All right, well.
Velvet's cocky, but not that cocky.
Velvet can't take down an elder ancient dragon.
Well, I cannot count today.
Nah.
Let's see. We're gonna move 20 feet.
Not
this
on a
way.
Monday.
Not a Monday.
Try me again on Friday.
10 more feet.
Monday's my
30,
rest day.
40, 50, 55.
Spelled by class. Don't mind me. I'm just looking at the spell
60,
effect.
65, 70. Okay. Actually, Pazu's right there. There we go. That's my full movement for Pazu.
Okay.
70 feet. And Pazu doesn't have anything that he can do that's in range of the corrupted dragon yet, so that'll be his turn.
He can ready if the dragon gets close enough, and he could bite the dragon, or kick the dragon, or whatever he does. So that's an option if you want to. Because you could also double move up to the dragon if you want, but a single move is probably smarter. You can
Well,
you can see that this dragon's got like a long neck, and you think he might be able to reach you if you get too close.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, in that case too, then Mugen's going to move up here, and he's going to stay. I think my whip has a 10-foot range.
I believe so. It's 5 or 10. I can't remember exactly.
Isn't 5 is just normal?
I'm sorry. 10 or 15 is what I meant. I'm so sorry.
10 or 15. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's just 10. I think this should work for attacking the corrupted dragon. So I will use that whip attack. Let's see. I did not mean to double click that.
That's okay.
Keep the first roll.
Okay, 21. That hits.
Hell yeah. How much damage did I do? I can't, for some reason, can't see.
It says 8. It's a D4 plus a D3 plus a D3.
Or yeah, it should be D4 plus 3 plus 3 because I've got plus 3 for it being legacy weapon.
That's right.
And then plus 3 from strength, right?
And minus 2 though for defiance.
And minus 2 for defiance, so 6 damage.
So 6 damage? Okay. So you come up and you give that dragon a very nasty score across the face with your whip. And he goes, "You will not stop me. I serve the master." And,
well, my fangs bite harder.
and, yeah. All set?
All set.
All right. Zillia's next. Zillia cast a spell. Actually, first Zillia heals because she's in the pool.
Oh, good. Zillia can heal. That's good.
I mean, I can cast Cure, but that's not going to do much of a dent in her health bar.
True.
You see that because she's sitting in the lava pool, her wounds just very quickly start to regenerate.
Oh, I could cast fire on her and she could heal.
If you cast fire on her, that would also heal her too.
Look at that.
And then
gorgeous.
She casts another spell. She casts crap, I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank on all the spells. Oh, I literally have the Black Mage spell list open. One moment, please. She has no spells to actually buff you guys, because that's what she was going to do.
She didn't take those buff spells. Selfish DPS.
Without going crazy, yeah. So she casts another spell at the... Instead of the dragon's hand, this time she casts a spell directly at the dragon. She casts...
Nice.
She casts a powerful... a big burst of energy on fire. Hits the dragon right in the face. A massive flare erupts, and he reels back, and you see his head kind of dips below the plane you're on, and you can just see like the top of his head peeking up. And it's Velvet. It's your turn. Top of the round.
Top of the round. So, how does attack of opportunity, like? I'm guessing because he's a giant fuck you dragon. His range, does he have a 2 reach range with his attack?
You figure his range is probably the same as you. It's probably 10 feet because his neck is so long, so his bite can lash out further.
Got it.
But his claws look a little smaller and stubby.
Okay.
Stubby.
Stubby
He's kind of built like a... He's like built like a corgi.
He's built like a corgi. Oh, you know those corrupted dragons. They are built like corgis. That's what I say. Do you think the queen's got 2 of them?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Those big dragons are built like corgis. That's what they say.
That's the saying around town. Yeah.
I am going to cast. I'm actually going to be really selfish. I'm really sorry, Appa. I'm going to cast Shell on myself.
Okay.
Cool. Please.
What does Shell do for?
It gives me a +2. Oh yeah, I should explain this. It gives me a +2 on all saving throws versus. Ooh, wait, I should check on this. Help attack against magical attacks. Is a dragon's flaming breath considered a magical attack, or is it a supernatural ability?
I'd have to look at Shell. Actually, I'm not sure off the top of my head because I don't remember. I believe dragons are usually. I type shill instead of shell. That's what I wanted. How'd you know? Oh, it's the food anyway.
You get a +2 on saving throws versus spells, spell-like abilities, and supernatural abilities.
Okay, it will absolutely help. Yep.
Cool. Because I will die in an AoE in an instant, so I am going to cast that.
So
and
a
then
magic barrier forms around your whole body, and it fades after a second, and you feel yourself more protected by the from magic.
will be, and I'm just gonna eat that MP away.
Yep.
I feel like Zilia doesn't need me to cover her, so I am going to move. This would not provoke an attack of opportunity, would it?
No,
because I'm not.
When you enter the first square threatened, it doesn't provoke. If you move 5 feet closer, it would provoke.
Cool.
So you're good.
That's where I'm gonna live.
All right, Pazu, you're up. So his ready action didn't go off, but he can still do his thing.
Cool. He's moving right up to this dragon's face.
Okay.
And he is going to use a critical attack and bite. Actually, can I combine the effects of critical attack and power attack?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, cool.
I feel like asking where Beatrice is, by the way, Sammy, is just like kind of asking Velvet where her kids are, and she has no clue.
Beatrice is hidden in the aether. It's basically like trapped in a She's trapped in a Pokeball until combat ends.
Good.
She'll reappear whenever it's convenient for the story. Oh, hell yeah! Advantage on the next roll. What a good roll to use it on too. The big attack.
Hell yes! Woo! Thank you. Let's see. Sorry, this is such a huge blob of text. It does not even fit in the chat window down there. Let's see. -1 penalty on all melee attack rolls and combat maneuver checks to gain a +2 bonus on melee damage rolls. The bonus to damage is increased by half. If you are blah blah primary natural weapon, that adds 1.5 times your strength modifier. Oof. Okay, cool. So
it's -1 to hit, +3 damage because of critical attack.
Okay, there's that. Oh, and guess what? Pazu gets a critical hit. Woo! And,
nice.
The damage is 1d8 plus 2.
Why you guys like this?
So plus 2. And then let's see. The bonus to damage is increased by half, so +1 more. Hell yeah! And then critical attack. If we stack that on top, let me make sure. Critical attack. Sorry, I thought I had this open too, and I've just made a mess of all my tabs today.
It's a big F you to you. That's fine. I'm here to have fun and tell a story. If the players one-shot the boss, we can do anything. That's cool.
Okay, there it is. So let's see. I'll just go ahead and copy and paste this into the chat so that way everyone can see it. Oh my god, I'm messing up my tabs so bad. And then, okay, so here's...
What's it like having tabs?
Oh my god, I have too many.
I legally can't have any right now. Well, lucky Astral's working.
So the D8 rolled for 5 plus 3, and then we're also going to do 1d8 times 1.5. No, that can't be right. It's probably
it's going to multiply the whole thing basically.
Oh wow!
So
it's going to
we add in 3 for power attack. That's 11.
Okay.
You have to confirm your critical hit still.
Oh.
Because you rolled a natural 20.
Oh boy!
So roll another d20.
Hey, so that's not going to confirm. That's a 2.
Roll advantage. You have an advantage still. Remember we said last game. I don't remember if you still heard it, but basically, if you roll a natural 20, it's a 12. Ooh.
Yep. Doesn't. That's okay.
Oh wait,
we're still
wait a minute.
Whack 'em hard.
That's not with your bonuses though, because he's got a +1 to hit, right? And he's got his strength modifier.
Oh yeah, true. Plus
He's
1 to
got-
hit, strength modifier,
he's
so
got-
that would be 15, but it'll be still -2. Is it -2 to the crit confirm from power attack as well?
It's -1 for the crit for the confirm. I believe -1. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 14.
I'm gonna say it's still crit anyway. So he comes in.
Too nice.
He bites. Pazu bites this thing right on the neck. He deals 16, 24 points of damage.
Chocobo OP.
He bites right through the neck of this dragon, and he goes, "Master, I failed you," and he collapses to the ground as Pazu tosses him around like a rag doll, and then just throws him back into the void. And you watch as the corrupted dragon just kind of fades back into the aether and disappears.
Or baby dragon.
And you hear the big dragon go, "No!" And Zelia casts a final spell, and the dragon's hand claw that was holding the island you're on breaks free, and you guys shoot off away from the dragon. Congratulations!
I told you our fangs bite harder.
You have escaped.
Hell
Literally,
yeah.
what just happened was the fight between a corgi and a chicken.
Quirky dragon. You have successfully fended off the Great Betrayer's attack on you guys through the aether. And
Yeah.
as your little floating island finally slows to a stop, it basically lands right next to this big open. It's flat gray land, basically as far as you can see. In front of you, Zelia kind of curls up in her lava portal, and she says, "I need to rest for a few, but go ahead. They're waiting." About maybe a couple 100 feet in front of you, you see this tall woman. She's probably 12 feet tall. She has, I think, 6 arms, I want to say. You, Velvet, know it's Asura. And you know that this is the same spot you were just in your dream just last night. But there's
This
no...
is what she meant by we were early.
But there's no force field, and you can see all around you. You see a field of chocobos. It looks like they're resting. You see tons of Aura and Gria, the 2 draconic races, and there's others here. There's Humes, there's Elvon, and it looks like they're attending basically to whatever's behind Azura. And Azura says, "Now you're on time. Come, and you will learn the truth." And we're going to take a quick break for maybe a couple minutes, and we'll all come back and learn the truth, because I need to refill my water and put something more in my stomach. So, guys, I'll see you in a couple minutes, okay?
Okay.
Sounds great.
Everyone stretch your legs.
All right.
Stretch.
See you in a few.
See you in a few.
Bye.
I know, it's a baby. We're gonna have so many dogs in this stream once I get my
know.
dog.
Hey, you know what? I just realized now, all this time, during that whole fight, I never changed the fight music. Ever.
Oh no! Well, we have to play the fight music now while I fight Ashura.
Okay, I'm gonna play. No, we're gonna do a story untold instead.
Cool. I hope it's okay that I have a antagonistic relationship with my
Oh yeah, of
deity.
course, that's fine. It's not like these astrals are all powerful and annoying or anything. No, of course, that's fine.
I'm not actually gonna pick a fight with it, but I will definitely sass the god.
That is
a
okay.
character.
Yeah,
That is a character choice I made for Velvet.
I'm pretty
sassy Velvet.
I'm pretty sure too that if you're the god of like the Viera, you probably expect a lot of sass anyway.
Yeah,
Because they
fair,
seem
right?
like a sassy race, you know.
Fact.
Okay. Everyone back? Everyone ready?
Yeah.
I am all set.
So where we left off about, 2 minutes ago. Oh, it's a little clippy on my end. Oh, it might be my fan. Let me turn my fan off. Hold on. I will melt for my art. How do I sound now? Do I sound good to you? Tell me more.
You're still a little crickly.
Am I really? I wonder why. I wonder if it's just my stuff, like... I don't know how to fix that easily.
Puppy!
Mr. Fiera.
Puppy.
Appa.
This puppy.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. We just
Loves
gotta...
this.
This. It's
Appa.
Appa, my dog.
Appa.
It's my baby.
Appa.
He's
Hold
a
on.
very
Hold
good
on.
baby.
We gotta get chat out of the way.
Oh.
Let's get chat out of the way.
You'll get treats for this. I know. Don't look so
Oh,
sad.
look at him.
Don't look so miserable.
Look how pretty he is.
Oh, it's so hard. It's such a hard life. I know. I know.
Toby,
Poor
Toby
baby.
did not want to join us tonight. I'll back off my mic a little bit. Let me see if that helps.
Do you see yourself there, Appa? Are you embarrassed? This is for the whole world. I'm probably rubbing the mic right into.
No, Adam's talking to me because from my clipping.
Yeah, you're still crickly.
Am I? What is going on?
Yeah, I'm hearing that too.
How bad is it? It's the signal connection or processing on your end. Well, crap. I unfortunately do not know how to easily fix that.
It's Appa's fur. It actually is so pervasive that it got through onto your microphone.
It's constant.
That checks out.
Well,
Appa, you're such a good boy.
all right. I'm
Look at
just gonna disconnect from Discord. I'll be back in 1 minute, everyone.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. We will continue to entertain you with poor dogs being tortured.
To this.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Yeah, it's clearly lag because the stream. I hit be right back. The stream
Good
didn't
boy.
change yet.
Okay, I'm gonna give you treats now. You get treats. Come on over here. Go to your bed. Yeah, you get your treats.
He loves it. How do I sound now?
Can you keep talking?
Yeah, of course I can keep talking. I'll talk for as long as you like, Freya. Want to hear about my seashells? I don't own any seashells.
You're still crickly. You're still
Am
crackly.
I? What the heck?
Yeah.
I bet it's just lag because I see my CPU at 100%.
Yeah, that's probably it. Can we close anything? Are we done with Astral?
It'll kill the music, but I can close it. We don't need music for this part, I guess.
Yeah, if we close Astral, that might help. Do you wanna see?
Yeah, I'm gonna close Astral. And is that a little bit better?
Can you keep talking? Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to keep talking. That is something I'm not as good at sometimes.
It got better. It's not as bad at
All right.
trickling.
So,
Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, you're.
and you know what? Discord is on the wrong GPU too now. I don't know why. So it could be some of that. I don't know why Discord is such a little biatch.
You're good now.
Okay.
You're really good now.
Okay. So we'll go without Astro for the rest. I'm gonna try to play music through slobs. We'll see what happens. Just tell me, guys.
I hear music right now.
Do you? Oh, it's because you have because you still have Astral open. That's why.
Oh, I'll close Astral. Maybe that'll help too. Oh no, that has my character stuff on it. Never mind.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
There shouldn't be really any rules. I don't think for the rest of this.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to play music through, the deck, and we'll see what happens.
Cool. Sounds good.
I won't be able to hear it, so you guys will have to tell me if you hear it, if it's too loud or whatever else. Same thing for the stream. Stream guys, if you hear the music, just no more choppiness. That's good. I'm gonna.
Oh, the stream can hear us. Oh.
I'm gonna switch back to the cameras.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Because that can cause choppiness too sometimes. I'm also gonna shut this monitor off because holy shit, I'm bright. Oh nope, now I'm in darkness.
Darkness.
There we go.
Made it too strong.
Okay, awesome.
Come over here.
Hey, stream hears this. Stream hears the music. Awesome. Do you guys hear the music?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the only one without music. Excellent. Hopefully it's the right track. I honestly have no idea what that track is. Okay, so
It sounds somber and
let the light of the crystal shine upon you. All
Like
right.
what? Do you feel bad for the dragon? I don't.
rip the dragon, Corgi.
And so Azura is standing there, directly ahead of you, and she waves her hand behind her and she says, "Come, Velvet. Come, Mugen. 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 Come see."
Mugen or Mugan,
Mugan.
but not Mugan
Mugan.
unless
I like
you want
Mugan.
cows to disappear. Mugan.
I really hope you do correct the god on how she is saying your name.
Yes, absolutely.
Hold on one second. I turned my ring light on. I'm not putting these on to be sassy. It's just because my eyes are so... Okay. It's just so I can see and my eyes won't explode.
Yeah, do it.
So yeah.
I do everything to be sassy, so I'm not about to judge you.
Gods are omniscient. Not all of them, no. So yeah, she waves behind her, and do you guys walk? You guys walk up to her?
Yeah, we'll follow.
So you,
Of course.
you walk up to her with Pazu and Beatrice in tow, and Zilia sleeping on her pool. And as you get close to her, you start to see more of what's going on. She is standing at the edge of a massive crater. It's probably 100 feet or more wide, if not even bigger. It's hard to really tell from where you are. In the center of the crater, probably another 100 feet down, is this massive dragon. He has platinum scales, and he is covered in he has wounds all over the place. All along his body are some of the workers that were mentioned before. All the the Mughals, the Elvan, the dragons, the dragon kind rather, and some it looks like are tending to his wounds, like they're healing him and trying to put him back together, and the chocobos are helping there too. Whereas in other parts that have clearly healed, some are actually like prying some of his scales back off.
Ooh.
And then as
Ow.
they do that, you see some of them pry scales off and other stuff, and then they restart they start healing him again and tending to the wounds again. And time, it doesn't feel like time has any meaning here, and you watch for a while and you can see that cycle as they repair scales and move on to other spots and take more scales out and then repair them and then give them time to heal while they move on to other spots. Azura says, "This is the Platinum God. This is Bahamut. When the moon fell 10 years ago and crashed into the world, he was trapped in the moon. He was trapped in Dalamud. He was freed, but at a great cost. In the second moon that still orbits the planet is his rival, Tiamat, the dark god of dragons. Long ago, Tiamat and Bahamut were imprisoned by the Great Betrayer and trapped in the moons so that he could foster his power and conquer the planet. But Bahamut was able to banish the Great Betrayer until Bahamut fell from the sky. When the wild magic from the moon crashing sowed its terror across the planet, the Great Betrayer began to regain his power. And she gestures to, there's a set of stairs carved into the crater, and she says, he wants to speak with you. Come. And she starts walking down the stairs.
Hogan follows.
Velvet will take in the whole scene one more time and follow behind Mugen.
So you God.
I'll ride my dragon killing right down with fresh dragon blood all over him. I'm sure Bahamut won't mind.
He needs a medal after that.
Yeah, right.
So you walk down the stairs. You don't know how long it takes. It could be a few minutes. It could be a few hours. It's hard to tell. And as you reach the bottom, you come face to face with the Bahamut's snout. And he opens a single eye and looks at you and goes, Velvet. I'm sorry. This is Bahamut, not a shopkeep. Velvet. Mugen. I am so glad to finally see you. Welcome to my prison. I'm sure you have plenty of questions. I will answer them as best I can.
I'm actually drawing a blank.
That's okay. Questions are for suckers.
Who is the
I have a low
betrayer?
intelligence score, so
That's okay.
I'm just taking everything in.
The Great Betrayer is one of the worms of the first brood. His name is Nuzandine. You must be careful with his name on the material plane, for it can carry great weight and possibly even draw his attention, which is something you are all not ready for. Long ago...
No, we are level 1 characters, I remind you. Yeah.
Long ago, when dragons were first born of the planet, there were quite a few of us. Tiamat and I, we fought relentlessly. And as we did, each time we would be hurt. Each time we grew in power, so did the other. Tiamat and I are linked. And Nuzandine knew that. And knew that by imprisoning one, he would take out two of us at one time. And trapping us and sending us to the moon. Sending us as the moons of the planet. He is deadly and powerful, but he is not yet at his peak. So you must grow in strength so you can stop him. I fear what he may do to all of us should he be allowed to foster his power.
Can we not help you heal so that way you can fight alongside us?
He kind of chuckles a little bit. I wish it were that simple. I could heal fully. But if I were to, Tiamat may gain enough strength to break her way out of her own prison. And who knows what sort of terror she could unleash. Until Nuzandine is dealt with, I cannot regain my full strength, for I fear that it would grant Tiamat too much power.
You wouldn't be able to fight a battle on two fronts.
Correct.
sure.
That is
Got
why.
it.
That is why, even as they heal some of my wounds, they cause more. That way, she stays locked away. But it means I cannot be called to the material plane to help. That is why I need you.
What can we do to help?
You must gather your own power. You must continue your journey back to the fort. I know, I can feel one of the dark dragons heading there. And I know that he will attack. He will not survive, or at the very least, he will be wounded. But you must help protect the people there, for the Crusaders of Odin will not stand a strong enough chance without aid. They do not understand the threat. Do you understand what I ask of you?
Got it. Get strong, beat the dragon, save the world.
A crude
Killing
simile,
dragons
but
is a
accurate.
specialty of ours.
Yes, I could see through the stars as you fended off his attempts to stop you. His power is not as great here in the astral plane. He cannot touch this realm as much as others work to fend off his attempts. But he is growing strong enough to even thwart them. You did excellent work back there. I hope that good work continues. And he kind of struggles to like wave a claw a little bit, and someone comes down from almost just like from out of nowhere, and it's this. He's probably like 8 feet tall. He's almost got like the head of a dragon, but he's wearing this bright platinum armor, and he's carrying a sword. He's carrying a shield on his hand with the crest of Bahamut, and he's got a knight sword at his side. And he walks over and he hands you a small chest. So I had to think for a minute. And Bahamut says, "Take these gifts from my collection to aid you. I do not have much, for most of it has been stolen. But this may help in your journey. I believe in you.
Thank you, Bahamut.
Do
We'll
not.
do all that we can.
I know you will."
Is Bahamut sorry, question, meta
Yeah, of
question.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Is Bahamut a solely like good aligned deity?
He's lawful good.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is
He's awful
lawful
good,
good.
yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
He's basically the good god of the dragons, if you will. So, if let's say Tiamat's like the super evil version, he's basically her opposite. And he fosters good relationships with dragons and with all living beings, really.
Got it.
I
don't need to sass him then. We're good.
Right?
You figure sassing him, it'd be probably kind of mean, I guess, sassing a wounded god.
Right?
Yeah, I feel the Vieira kind of fear Bahamut in a way. They fear everything. They're locked away, but
Right, yeah.
I've grown past that. We're good. Velvet's good.
Okay.
Thank you for your boons, Skyfather.
Thank you for all that you have done, Velvet, for just spread the Vieira past their home in the jungle. And you see he kind of glares at Ashura.
Yes! Vindication!
And if you have anything else, any questions or concerns, now is the time. Otherwise, I must rest.
There are others joining us.
There are 2 others. If all goes well that I can see, you will meet them in Fort Inevitable. The fates are fickle, though. But if all lines up as I have foreseen, then you will meet them there. You should recognize them from the vision you all shared. Tiamat does have multiple heads. I think she has 7, I want to say. Though I haven't decided how many heads this Tiamat has yet.
I think Final Fantasy Tactics Tiamat had 3,
3?
but I don't know if it's consistent
I
with
think
all of them.
traditionally, I want to say she has 7 for some reason. I might be wrong, though. I think she's supposed to have 1 head for each chromatic dragon type, basically. So 1 red, 1 green, 1 black. I don't know for sure.
Gorgeous.
But there's a lot more, I think, dragons in this. So I'll have to decide that eventually. But I don't think you guys will be seeing Tiamat anytime soon. So
Yeah, please no.
Fair.
We're good.
At least if Bahamut has anything to say about it.
Yeah, Nuzendine?
Nuzendine.
Nuzendine seems like enough. We're good. Yeah.
You probably should only fight 1 dragon at a time. 14
Yeah.
has corrupted my knowledge of all things. Yeah, me too.
That's fair.
And Bahamut lets out this big sigh. And the sheer sides of him just kind of like kicks up dust and just kind of sends like this wave throughout the crater. And you see some of the smaller races like the Mughals kind of like brace themselves and get knocked over from the power of him breathing. Hey Raymond, welcome back from yoga. I'm sorry, but you're at basically the end. Smaller races of Mughals. No. The smaller races like Mughals. No Mughals were thrown in the making of this stream.
Nope, just a dragon was tossed around like a rag doll by a little chocobo.
Spoiler, by the way, for like 10 minutes ago.
Right.
Keep yourself strong. The sky can't fall just because of the will of one rogue fiend.
That is why I send you. I will do my best, Delvin, and thank you. And keep yourself safe. If you ever need my aid, just pray and I will do my best to hear you.
Absolutely, and next time there's this spell called Message that lets you communicate over great distances, and I feel like it could be a lot more convenient if you need to reach us rather than sending us through this mission I'm not saying any of this.
Oh, okay. I was like, Ashura was about to slap you right in the back of the head. Imagine getting bitch slapped by a god.
She has 6 hands to do it with.
Yeah, it's right. It's just like
it's just like one after another. Just.
But
seriously, does he not have a cell phone? I feel like this could have been done over Skype.
He does not have a cell phone. You think the Dragon God might be a little bit behind on the technology.
I mean,
Fair.
he's got platinum scales. He's gaudy as fuck. Like, he's gotta, like... He's like, you're coming to my house. I'm not leaving my house.
That's a good point. You think it might be hard for him to move, too, so he probably doesn't have the dexterity to operate a cell phone. Especially
that's why we had to come to him.
Exactly.
Got it.
That's
got
why
it.
he
That's
went through
fair.
the
I'll
whole
take it. I'll accept it.
spirit
I'll
quest.
accept it. I can suspend my disbelief. We're good.
So, anything else you guys want to do? You guys gonna... You see Ashura's waiting for you when you guys are ready. She's a little bit back on the stairs.
I mean, the magic loot sounds cool.
Do you open the chest?
Yeah.
Let's take a look in there. What we got?
Inside is a green materia. That is a level 1 cure materia.
Okay.
There is another materia, also green. This is, I gotta double check. I believe it's holy materia. Give me 1 second to double check that. There's other stuff too. There's some
shoddy.
There's some jewelry. It's not magical jewelry, but it basically looks like it's basically trinkets that are like earrings and necklaces and rings fashioned.
Bahamut knows how to treat a girl right.
And they're not magical or anything, but they are fashioned like in Bahamut style. So they have like dragon iconography on them and everything. No actual like direct overt holy symbols of Bahamut. But they're dragon themed basically.
Got it. For our Bahamut cosplay party we're hosting
Yep, for
later.
your Bahamut cosplay party you're hosting later. If you want to cosplay as a humanoid Bahamut, you got the stuff for it. I need to double check. Oh, is that not one? Oop, that might not be one. All right, I lied. So, oh wait, it's down here. That's why. Hey, I just gotta double check the spell level. Oh yeah, okay. There is a holy materia there too.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So there's a cure materia, a holy materia, about 500 gil in jewelry, and about another 200 gil in loose coin.
Nice. I guess we can share this with the others when they show up.
I guess.
I'll if please write it down because I'm not gonna remember to put it in loot later. So if Apple, you could be so kind.
Yeah, you got it. I
Since
got it
you're
written
writing
down right now.
Thank you so much. And yeah, that's it. That's all that's in there.
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
It's still a
That's
third
enough.
loot manager. So one click. So hey, these items are because they're so rare. They're basically epics. Okay, they're like the epics that clog up your bag that have no sell value, but you also can't do anything with them. They look good. And if you want to enchant, they're great for that later.
Nice.
Do you
I
guys?
mean, I could wear a Bahamut earring. That's cool.
Do you have ears?
Yeah, Gareth have ears. They look like elf ears.
Oh, yeah, on
why
the
did
They're
I-
side.
super pointy.
Wow, it's hard to tell because of the mask.
Yeah, and I guess I don't know if we. Well, yeah, I don't know.
mean,
do this, so
I feel as the one with the most ear real estate. I should shotgun the earrings.
oh, for sure, for sure.
You guys head back up the stairs, or is there anything else?
No, I think we'll. I'll bow to Bahamut and be good to go.
Okay.
We'll strap the loot between the. Well, I guess just Pazu's here right now, so I'll put it on Pazu and make our way out of here.
As you head back up the stairs, Bahamut says, "Be well, my children, and in good speed." All Bahamut's probably tongue twisting himself.
He's healing. He
Yeah,
has an
he's healing.
excuse. He's having a rough time.
He starts to give you more positive, and he just sighs and just closes his eyes and lays back down.
Big mood.
Dragon speed
Big
be with you. That's what
mood.
he's trying to say. Dragon speed be with you. Get the fuck out so I can
Yeah, my
sleep.
speed.
I want to go back to bed. I'm a cranky dragon god. Jeez.
He just had a mini stroke, so we're gonna let him rest now. And-
Yeah, as you watch as they're taking pickaxes basically to his side.
Oh, poor guy.
So you guys head back up the eternal stairs, and as you reach the top, you see Zilia sitting there waiting for you, and Asura she's just kind of watching you, but she doesn't say anything. And Zilia says, "Ready to go?"
Let's make our way out of here and start
Hopefully
our
our
mission.
trip back isn't as eventful as the trip here.
I hope so. And Ashura says, "I will see to it." And she casts a spell, and this dome kind of forms around the part of land that you guys flew in on. And Zilia gets back in the center of her lava pool, and she starts to cast a spell. You guys hop aboard, and once more, the parcel of land basically takes off, and you guys fly through space in the plains. This time, though, nothing comes out at you. You can see like some of the aether elementals try to like force their way past the dome that Ashura cast, but as soon as they touch it, they basically like disintegrate and turn back into they melt back into aether, just like when you destroyed them before. And
That's Ashura for you. Great at keeping things out.
the whole
Would have been nice if she helped us a little sooner.
the whole teleporting kind of falters for a second, like it kind of stutters as you hear Zilia giggle at your comment, and you guys land safely back in her grove. And she takes a breath, and she goes, "Whew, that was draining. There's one more thing though." And she sits down in her lava pool, and she kind of closes her eyes as you guys kind of get your bearings back, and she concentrates. and each of her foxtails starts to they basically fall off her one at a time. They just kind of fall off her, and they fall into the lava pool. And she kind of looks at them, and after that she lets out this sigh. She goes, oh, and she looks at them longingly, and then she goes, for you, take them with you. And there are 7 flaming, they don't look like foxtails anymore, they almost look like feathers.
Phoenix Downs!
You pick one up?
Yes.
You can tell just by holding it. They're not Phoenix Downs. They are Mega Phoenixes. 7 flaming Mega Phoenixes.
Can you afford gifting us this boon?
You will have to help in the Foxwood when you can. If you see trouble, seek it out and stop it. That way I can have some time to recover.
You have our word.
That is all.
I mean, I Ballin told you into that, Mugen. Sorry.
Yeah, of course. No, that's fine. Mugen's all on board with this.
That is all.
Foxes, gods, awesome.
That is all I can ask. And she curls back up in her little lava pit, and she's clearly exhausted now, and she looks like she's gonna rest.
We'll let her. I'm gonna walk up very slowly.
So good.
Give her one last scritch behind the ear.
Yeah, I'll get the other ear.
The other ear.
Just both.
You
Scritches for good luck.
You can tell she's immensely grateful for it, but she's so tired that she barely makes much of a movement, but you know that she's thankful.
Yeah.
Cute.
And then
for good luck.
Mm-hmm.
For good luck. And then as you leave the grove, the lava pool and everything else disappears behind you, and the foxwood sits before you. And I think that's where we're going to end it for today.
Oh shit, were we delivering something?
Why didn't we have them drop us off at the fort?
You have a feeling this might be like a one shot, like this is a kind of point to point thing. This doesn't move around too much.
It's a return trip only.
Exactly. Yeah. The ticket was only punched for coming back.
This stream brought to you by Expedia.ca. Book wherever you go.
Oh, Canada. My fan's probably gonna come over stream a little bit, so I apologize. I'm sweating like crazy.
That's okay. That was fun.
Yeah, I hope you guys had fun. Chat, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you guys had fun.
Joining us.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Hell yeah. Thank you for coming. I believe we'll be back next Sunday, hopefully, with the second episode of The Runaway with our sweet Lysander and Joki. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks for your second episode of Spirit Quest.
Sounds wonderful.
Did we level up yet or no?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. And you guys are leveling up. So welcome to level 2.
Do.
All right. All right. Thanks so much for coming, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks, friends. Bye.
Bye.